I see live in the corner of my screen.
Me too.
Krista said she directed this.
If I hear you in the background, you know I'm bringing you live. So
Right, parking lot. So take that bonnet off. She directed
it. I'm just looking to make sure we're going live on everything and to
On,
put it up on the TV.
You're on YouTube.
Okay, cool.
My granddaughter's mother said, "Send me the link. Send me the link. I want to read it."
Look at Jazz.
Hey, Jazz is right there. Like, what up? She been waiting all day.
Was you there too? Did she come to class? She ain't come to class too.
She ain't come to class.
She got the her link went to spam. She was sent it went to spam. So it's okay. Hey, Miss Jazz. We're just sitting here chit chatting until first of all, let me take these off. I can't see shit. Like, just not a damn thing at all. And I'll be trying. Look, I got 15 pair of glasses. I'm trying to find the one that make me least blind. Oh, I can see a little bit better in these. Let me clean.
Oh. Crystal doing from both. She get on my nerve.
Yeah, she's in Crystal mode and Keena mode. She like, I'm everybody today. What were you about to say, Alycia?
I saw at my crystal shop, I saw the Moonology cards.
Oh, okay.
Said, oh, should I get those? But guess what popped out at me? It's another set called Moonology Manifestation.
I don't think I've ever seen those. These were the first ones I saw online. Oh, just to let everybody know, Sherry's not here. Sherry is teaching a class up in Prescott. Girl, I can't see Sherry. Take them right on off. She is teaching a class, so she won't be here. I forgot what it's called. I think it's a tarot class or something like that. So she is not going to be here. And Keena is not manning the chat today. It's Crystal, so be nice to Crystal in the background. She's manning the chat. And while the questions come through and the chat deals, we can just talk about what's been going on and see how everything's going. Jazz is laughing at my glasses. Everybody be laughing at my glasses. I really want to wear glasses. I'm gonna put Alycia in the middle.
Wow.
Alycia got on glasses, and I don't, and the rest of us don't.
To me, wearing glasses is the worst.
I like the way that I look in the glasses. I just can't see out of any of those glasses because I need. And then everybody like take the glass out. Then no, then air will be blowing in my eye. No. Taking the glass out so I can look crazy and somebody could be like,
what website to go to because they got the
I know.
Now I say wearing glasses is horrible because I do wear glasses. I'm damn near blind, okay? But my glasses looks like I got something like this up on my eye.
Look, like I gotta tell y'all this story because you know I went out last night because I posted the pictures, right? So I'm up in the club, right? We just chilling, and I'm 2 sheets to the wind because you know in the club they make the drinks strong, like she ain't going home strong, right? So I'm chilling, trying to stay stable, right? When I say stable, I mean upright on these heels and these boots, stable, right? So I'm just standing here having my little, drink or whatever. I'm chilling. I'm double cupped, right? Apple crown and cranberry juice because, I like a Washington apple. And it's easy. First of all, wasn't no cranberry juice in there. It was just all crown. Like, they hate juice. They hate for you to have any kind of hydration. I was in that bad boy like, ooh. So I'm standing there, and obviously I did something in my past life to short people because all it was short men. Like, what's up? Not your height, sir. I'm sorry. I had on probably 3-4 inch heels, and you were like right here or something. You know what I'm saying? Just First of all, this, and I told this to Crystal, we are basically setting ourselves up for failure if we're too short people. We look like a robbery in progress because they gonna be like, oh, he's short, she's short, let's just rob them and take all their money. You can't defend me. You know what I'm saying? You can't defend me. You are basically allowing these people to just rob us because nobody feels any kind of threat with you around standing next to me. We look like brother and sister. I can't date somebody short. I need you to have some presence for people to be like, okay, well, I can't, you know what I'm saying, mess with her or rob her or harass her because this tall, big person right here is going to do something. We the same height. You ain't going to do nothing. I can't do nothing. First of all, I'm a knee and 4-inch heels, and you the same height as me.
But you know what? Not even that. You're supposed to be able to like fit right in that hook up underneath your man's arm, so you got to be at least.
We forehead to forehead, sir. No. So I try to think back on my life, these years that I've been alive. What did I do to somebody short that is what is happening to me? Just short people, just always short people. Just, hey, what you doing? The whole purpose of that story it didn't even have anything to do with the short people. I mean, it had to do with the fight that broke out. So I'm standing there, and this guy, this must be his pickup line. He like, hey, this girl, right? So this girl with the red hair, she's standing next to, I'm standing here, he's standing next. First of all, I left to go get my second set of drinks. I came back, and he was standing in my spot, and I said, sir, you are standing in my spot. You need to move. He like, oh, well, you weren't here. Well, I'm back. You need to move. He like, oh, okay, I'm moved. So he moved over a little bit, and then this little red-haired girl come up, and she like, hey, how you doing? She put her arm around him. I don't want him because, again, we're the same height. There's no attraction here at all. And then I hear a conversation with her and another old dude, and they're saying, well, what does MCM stand for? Because she don't know what MCM stand for. Okay, I can see right now that the caliber of women you like are very young. So no, I'm not, no. Because she don't even know what MCM is. So the older gentleman in the leisure suit looked like he got it from, what was that one store, Casanova's, or what was that one store in Flint, Alicia, on the corner, not Nick's, but the one haberdasher guy who would do your suits down there on like Martin Luther King. It wasn't Casanova's. What was that? Like, he got on a suit like that, like a leisure suit, like a nice shirt and a pant. Okay, so nonetheless, okay, so he is standing here, and then the other guy got on this MCM Kango, and he turns around and he says, if a fight break, he was like, this girl liked me, but her boyfriend here, if he come over, you gonna help me? No, I'm not. I don't like you enough. Your presence is not tall enough. No, I don't like you, and I'm not gonna help. And if that's your pickup line, it's up. No. I said, I'm not. And you and little redhead can go. So they end up on the other side of the room, and this all I see. She snatched her goddamn wig off, and she was going to work on somebody with that wig in her hand. So I guess she was thinking, like, I paid too much for this wig to be lost, because she snatched that bad boy off and was wailing on somebody. This is me sitting there with my drink.
I got a question.
Across the floor. I ain't even move. I was like,
I got a question.
Yeah.
So coming from a non-wig wearing person, now I see the videos come up on TikTok and all the other little things. Y'all gotta glue that stuff down.
It ain't hard to snatch off. Bloop, bloop. It ain't like we're using Gorilla Glue. I'm not anyway. Like, you can put glue at the end of the day, you can take it off, and then there's stuff you can put on, and like, you just bloop. But she listened, because she knew. The first thing somebody gonna do is grab your hair, and it's red hair, so we know it's fire engine red, that this isn't her hair. And so she snatched that wig, and all you kept seeing was the wig doing this, because she was going to work on whoever it was. And it was a whole crowd of women over there, and I would literally just have my drink like.
Well, yeah, you got it. Oops, sorry.
So then he come back like, I told you, and I said, and I told you I wasn't gonna help you, and that's why you over there with them, and y'all over there fighting, and I'm not, and I'm just watching it like. Just too much. So then he goes away, and there's another short gentleman. Again, I had to offend somebody. Maybe I plucked the wings off a short butterfly or something, but nothing but, like, how you say you a Medicare magnet, Alicia? I have to be the short person magnet. So there's another short gentleman. He's a little bit taller, like he may have been a little bit above me. So he's watching, but he's not saying anything. The whole night he just stood there and watched me and would smile at me when I was. So then his friend come over, who is also short. So do all short people just hang together? Because all the people I hang with are probably my height. So maybe that's the thing. So his short friend come over. His short friend looked better than he looked. Like he's more gentlemanly. He had on a nice coat, whatever. So I can tell that they're talking about me because the friend then there's no kind of, you know how you be like, don't turn around now. Turn around now. They both just turn around and look. And I'll just smile at both of y'all. So neither one of y'all ain't y'all both short anyway, so it don't matter. Neither of you could come over here. So then so during the fight, this other guy with pretty eyes come over. He like, hey, did you see that though? Did you see her take off her wig? So me and him crack it up. Still short. Nobody over out of the fives. Everybody 5'5", 5'8", 5'10". Nobody 6 feet in here. Nobody's mama drank milk. Nobody had to drink milk. Just everybody just short. So I'm just like, this is ridiculous. And then I thought maybe I was going through some psychedelic change because everybody was short. Like, is this some kind of funhouse mirror? Like, am I like under the influence of alcohol and I don't realize that these people are tall, but they all look short? No, everybody was short. A whole bunch of short people or a whole bunch of tall people with big pot bellies. And the dating pool just sucks. It was not happening for me. I just then this one dude
energy.
Then this one dude, and you know what? Wait a minute. You said what? Say that again.
I just talk about short people had that big D energy.
He would have had to pull it out for me to even consider it, like right there in the middle of the floor. Like, let me see what you're because it was not happening. He was just that short, and he did not have big D energy. And then the one guy who actually did ask me for my phone number mentioned church, and I was so turned off. Like, sir, I am 6 drinks in because each drink had to have double shots. I am 6 drinks in right now, and you're talking about church tomorrow. Because he said, hey, do you have a boyfriend? I said, no. He said, why not? I said, probably because I'm mean. Keep it moving, sir. Keep it moving. So he proceeds to be like, oh, well, I can still break through that icy exterior. So he like, oh, well, maybe you should go to church tomorrow and pray. And I looked him dead in his eye and I said, sir, do you think that I'm going to make it to church in the morning? It's 1 a.m. and I am on drink number. I don't even know. You think I'm going to make it to church tomorrow? Well, I am. I said, well, why don't you pray for me? And why don't you do it over there? I don't want to be bothered. I just don't want to be bothered. Don't. No.
That's funny.
But that's what was going on last night in the club. So it was nice. So again, people, remember to post your questions. Crystal won't, because Crystal is Keena today. Crystal is manning the chat. She don't want to be online. She disappeared just like Keena do. Just soon as you say live, it'd be like poof, and she disappeared like a puff of smoke. I think that her and Keena are a magician. Like, I don't even understand. But post your questions and she will pin them for you. The club was not lit, Jazz. Don't even look like that. No. So Crystal coming here and she like, well, where can we go? Not there. We're not going to Shortville. Sure. First of all, I call it Shady Pines because everybody there is old as ever. And if you know what Shady Pines is, that is the reference to the Golden Girls was when she was in the home. Literally, these people are Shady Pines. And it'd be a sprinkle of younger people. Everybody, so it was an all-black party. So everybody thought, let's wear leather tonight. Everybody had on leather and short dresses and just blah, blah, blah. Shady Pines, Shady Pines, Shady Pines. Just not. And let me tell you, it ain't nothing that turns me off more than seeing a 55-year-old man singing any rap song about giving head or just anything. Just awful in there. I was just, this is me the whole night. And my friend that I was with, she was like, Angie, fix your face. Okay. Do you see these people? I cannot live like this. It was just awful. Awful, but we made it. Miss Linda said she was at a bridal shower last night. Weather and mother of the bride very cold. Oh, the weather and the mother of the bride were very cold. Mother of the bride is a close friend. Not sure what's up with the culture. Oh, is that is that a question that I'm about to answer? I don't know. Sometimes it just does that, and the names don't come through. She was asking why does it say Facebook user? Sometimes it just does that. I don't know. And sometimes Keena has to go over to Facebook to see the actual name, and then she'll write it down. That's a bit much. Let me tell y'all this: if I was man in the chat, it literally would just be like click, 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 because I just don't have the time to create a list. And maybe Crystal will. I don't know what her thing is. But how was y'all week? What y'all do this week? Alycia, since we know that open enrollment is over because you posted that 475 times with every meme that it was to say that it was over, and at least people could go straight to hell, like to hell.
Oh my goodness. You made it, Alycia?
I made it.
Listen, I think I got until Tuesday to do my open enrollment. I ain't even looked at it. I don't even know if it's still the same plans or nothing. I ain't opened the email or nothing. Listen, I was just telling Crystal that I was throwing money away last week. So one day I was on the phone with Crystal and I was working, and and somebody sent me these blue reward points, and I didn't know what those were. And I'm like, well, if it don't equal money, I'm just gonna throw this stuff away. And then at my other job one day, they was like, Angie, the top, blah, blah, blah. Does that equal money? And so I told my manager, don't call my name again if it don't equal money. Like, don't be saying like, oh, Angie's the top, blah, blah, blah. Do I get money for being the top, blah, blah, blah? That's what I want to know. If you're not giving me money, stop calling my name. So they've been giving me these rewards, right? So I've just been throwing the emails away. Click, throw them away, throw them away. Yeah, I know you happy. Angie did a good job, blah, blah, blah. Is there money attached? There was no money attached. So I'm having my end of the year review with my manager, and he like, oh, Angie, you doing such a good job. Did you get your blue reward sports from the vice president, blah, 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 security? I'm like, yeah, what is that for? I was like, I threw it away. He said, oh, no, don't throw those away. You could go into the little, you can trade them in and get things. Like they got items you could buy, or you can trade them in for American Express. But girl, I had enough points to get $300 in gift cards. I just been throwing them away. I had almost 6,000 points because people have been giving them to me all week, and I just been deleting the email like, you did a good job. Oh, okay, whatever. Click delete. Click delete. Click. $300 just sitting there, and I have been throwing it away. Luckily, every time somebody sends you blue rewards points, it saves it so it don't throw your points away, because I threw all the emails away. I didn't have any. And once he said it, you should have saw me click, 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 trying to find the word blue rewards in my email because I had threw them all away. And the only way to get to it is to go through the link unless you save the website. And I just never even looked because, okay, yeah, I did a good job, but is it money? And yes, it was money. I was throwing away $300 in American Express gift cards, just chilling. And actually, you can get any kind of gift card you want. They got all other kinds, but I took the American Express gift cards. But look at that. It was just money sitting there. And then here go my guys, because you know they petty. We told you we had enough money. Like, I wanted to purchase something, and it cost $300. And they kept saying, oh, you have the money, don't worry about it, because you know I hate going into my savings to get any money out. So they like, oh, you got the money, and you know I'll be listening to them like, whatever, I'm gonna work these extra shifts, blah blah blah, you know, whatever. And so when I got the $300, they was like, we told you were never in danger of not having it. Had you just listened to us, the money was always sitting there. Just because you didn't know it was there didn't mean the provisions weren't there for you. Like literally, I have been getting all of these since like March of this year, and they just been adding up, and it was just like $300.
Angie, you haven't learned yet to listen to your spirit guide.
First of all, they need to know, they need to communicate better. You should have just said, check your email or something. Like you could tell me all this other stuff, but you can't tell me to just check my email and get this money that's just in there. And I told my boss, and he was like, oh my gosh, that is a lot. Because when I told him, he was like, I said, oh, she sent me 3,500 points. He was like, that's at least $100. It was like a $200 gift card. And then another $100 gift card, because they have different denominations of American Express gift cards. And then they sent it to me immediately. and the gift card will be here on the day that I actually needed to make the purchase. Like, my guys be so petty. They just be looking at me like, this all been orchestrated behind the scenes. And they was like, you know, because I've been watching this site for the item that I want to purchase. And they were like, don't look no more until the 15th. And that's when the money will be here. I was like how all that just lined up.
I
But
used to
I'll
trade
be-
mine in for Amazon cards.
They didn't have any Amazon cards. But
They're
they had like
hidden.
a
You have
fire
to.
pit. They had a
They're
grill,
hidden.
and it don't even cost a lot of. Well, American Express is pretty petty. Like, you know how you have
They charge you.
your HSA card
Mm-hmm.
to pay for your benefits. Well, we have checks because American Express refuses to use Visa, and all of the HSA cards are Visa cards, right? So American Express refuses to use Visa cards for you to pay, so they issue you checks for your HSA. I'm mad at them. I get it. So when I go to the dentist or the doctor, I have to use a check instead of the card. Because I was like, why are y'all sending us cards? And she was like, because this is American Express and the cards are Visa. I was like,
Wow.
not even a little bit. I get it.
But
She
hey,
said,
oh.
okay. I was
Hey
reading
to
what Miss
everybody.
Pamela was saying.
Hey,
Oh, I
Jazz,
guess
I
we
really
should say
want to
hi.
try the Slutty Vegan.
Who said something about vegan?
No, A Jazz said she went to Slutty Vegan in Brooklyn. It's a vegan restaurant.
Oh, now
I
see, I will
really want
try
to try
vegan
that.
meals. Like, I'm not opposed to it, but I'm just not going to wholeheartedly be like, I quit. No. Okay, so I see we have like 7 or 8 people pinned right now. Oh, it's a nice list of people. Let me look at. Miss Viv, we answered that question in detail last time. I'm not answering that question again, man. So if you have another question, you can post that, but I'm not answering that question again. We did a whole long reading on you, and I don't know if you don't remember it, but the last time we were live, we did a whole long reading. That's the lady who's getting a divorce, and they had been together like 20 years, and he cheated on her with somebody. I thought it was from work, but he cheated on her, and we did a very long reading on that. I'm not answering that question again. So if you have another question, I'll answer that, but I'm not answering that question, Ms. Viv. And Spirit is telling me that you've gone to multiple readers and the question has been answered repeatedly. You don't like the answer that you're receiving. So if you ask me something else, I will answer, but I'm not answering that question about your ex. So if you guys are ready, again, if you have questions, post your question and Crystal will pin it and then we'll read it as we go through the chat. Hey, Miss Linda. Hey, Pam. First of all, I got my jewelry from Pam, and Pam sends you this cute little pen that's shaped like a lipstick, and it takes you forever to figure out what it is, but it's such a cute little pen with any gift that you buy from her, and it's shaped like a little lipstick, and they come in different colors, and it's so cute. And I didn't know what the hell. I was like, what is this? Like lipstick. And it's so cute. So I love yes, Pam, she did argue with me about the guy. So, I mean, I'll answer any other question, but not that question because we're beating a dead horse on that. So, hi, Miss Abigail. Hi, Crystal Gemini. Is that somebody else or is that our Crystal? Crystal Gemini?
That's our Crystal. She in Facebook and YouTube.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Like,
she work IT. She can do all this at the same time.
Exactly. Listen, you get one response from me on here, and if it don't flow through all platforms, good luck. Just good luck.
Miss Viv, you're going to be fine. You know they say the best way to get over somebody is to get under somebody.
I mean, if you like, have you talked to him or whatever? Listen, but you want to get under somebody who is tall, not somebody who is short
and younger.
And yourself up for failure if two short people together, y'all both go be robbed. I'm just saying. Okay, people, listen, I need this water like life. Like, I got so many waters. Like, I am dehydrated because them drinks are strong. A general for the rest of the year. Okay, Miss Viv, that sounds good. I'll do that. All right, so who's the first person, Crystal? We're ready. Oh, wait, do y'all have it? Listen, Lord have mercy. Do y'all have anything to say? Just first of all, I ain't get in the house till like after 2 o'clock. Then I was talking to Crystal at like 7 o'clock.
I'm sorry. I
And
ain't
make it chilly.
to send that text out that early. I forget.
Oh, I was up, but I was make it chilly at 7 a.m. Then I went back to sleep and I woke up and I said, you gotta go to work today. He said, no. I said, did you eat the chili? He said, yes. And we need to throw those saltine crackers out. They taste horrible. I said, well, first of all, they taste horrible when we first bought them and I should have threw them away then. I don't know. They just were not good. And he's like, well, they taste bad. I said, oh, well, it might be some of them little oyster crackers in the drawer. He said, well, I didn't know where to look. Well, you have a lot of money. You know you can't go across the street and buy your own crackers.
Girl, you know they don't do that.
And I don't usually eat crackers with mine anymore. I eat the little tortilla strips, so it doesn't bother me. But we have other crackers. It's just about him going in there figuring out which set of crackers that he wants. And obviously,
my daughter used to work at the grocery store and would come home talking about, Mom, we out of this, so we need water.
Exactly. That's where he works at, the grocery store. And he'll be like, Mom, we ain't got, or I'll be like, hey, can you bring me a ginger ale? I ain't got no money on me. So it is what it is. That bad boy got lots of money too. I'll be looking because his alerts come through from his. Oh, this is my shirt. Keena made my picture facing Angie's shirt, so I got that on. But he his alerts come through, and bad boy got a lot of money in there. Like he in the four digits now. I was like, I ain't buying you nothing else. You need to fund your own life now. I am not paying for not another meal, a haircut. And I've been trying to get his haircut for 3 weeks. 1 week, I got the flat tire. Then the second week, we were busy. And then the third week, which was this week, the barber was sick. I'm like, what the hell? I'm going to have to find a new barber. And I hate going into barber shops. Like, the reason I use this person is it's somebody from Flint who I knew. And I could just text him and be like, hey, you get Brandon in? And he just do a personalized appointment. He's in a salon suite, so it's private. It's not like 1,000 people, because the old place we used to go to, it was 13 stations. It was full. He had a man at each station. Then he had a TV at each station. Then he had one of them big 70-inch screens and an Xbox in the middle of the floor. And so at any given time, it would be me and like 40 men. So like 13 men in there cutting hair, plus their 13 clients, plus the other people that are waiting, and then me and my son. And I literally would be the only lady in there because it would just be all men, in there. And this was their sanctuary. And it was like a for real men spot. Like they used to kick it, but none of them were viable candidates, because I know y'all looking like, oh, blah, blah, blah. No, because since I was the only woman in there, they felt free to talk about whatever they want to talk about. And the way that they talked about the women that they met in the club and the things that they were doing and the things that the women were allowing them to do in the parking lot, no, thank you. I don't want to talk to any of you. You are gross and disgusting. Hi, Miss Susan. How are you?
Hey, Miss Susan.
Hey, Elizabeth.
You're right. It was Alicia that told you that someone wasn't being honest.
Yeah, Miss, that was me, because I got, what was it, 7 of Swords? 7 of Swords for you last week.
Oh, yeah. I keep pulling 10 and 7 of Swords. It does. We don't know. Sometimes their names don't come across. Facebook is real. Like I had to reset all of my, when I guess it changed over to Meta or whatever happened. But last Wednesday when me and Don got ready to start, I had to reset all my passwords, my Facebook password, because it wouldn't let me log in, and I couldn't remember my password, and so I had to change the password and then change all my other passwords too.
But it said were you out with someone last night? Because it said those drinks were strong as hell.
Yeah,
it's Andrea. That's
Oh,
is she? Oh, then that's who it is. It's Andrea. Me and her were out last night. Listen, strong. Like fill the cup up with apple crown and then put a little spruce of color in there. There was no cranberry juice. They hate cranberry juice. They hate anything that is not 100 proof. It was so strong. Like literally my eyes crossed when I took that first sip. Like, oh.
But that make it
worth it. I had a little bit of, before I got there too.
Oh, you was pre-gaming? And
Oh, then he did a Midwest old school house music. He did like Scrub the Ground, Doodoo Brown, all
You
those songs. And I was
know,
like, listen, he was like, go low. I said, first of all, sir, I'm too old to be
Doodoo
going that
Brown
low.
originated in Baltimore.
Let me tell you this. If I go that low, I'm not getting back up. Just let me tell you. And it was a whole bunch of old geriatric people in there trying to drop it low, drop it low, drop it low. No.
oh,
And then a whole bunch of geriatric men trying to sing, what's his name? The one who always be like, bitch, what's his name? God damn it. God, Too Short. I should know that because all the men were too short. Exactly. So he in there, he playing that because he's like, oh, I'm Midwest, let me hear it, blah, blah, blah. So he playing all this music and I'm two shades in the wind, one drink in his hand, one drink in his hand, and just, blah, 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 whatever. So they playing the music and I'm like, yes. He was like, let's, give us some. And he went all around, and played music from each genre. And it was so good. And so it that was nice, the dancing and stuff, whatever. But seeing a whole bunch of 50, 60-year-old men starting to sing Too Short, none of that made my nothing. I just no, thank you.
Whew.
That was it. Hi, Terry T.
Hey, Terry T. That's you remember Shay? Is it Shay Moore?
From class.
No, with the baby. She said
Oh.
she said they had this her son's funeral yesterday, and she said he looked so cute and peaceful.
Oh. Oh well, I'm gonna send you love and light. Oh, he passed a while ago, didn't he? Like it's been 2 weeks or a couple Sundays.
I think so.
Okay. Look at Crystal being keen in the background. Listen, when they become admin, they just know everything. Like Crystal be on Google like this, just knowing everything. All right. Well, we got a nice flow of people, so let me go ahead and start answering these questions. Oh, Miss Linda said that's why she stay out of clubs. I need to stay out of clubs because obviously there's a gap between the youngs and the old, and I'm in that middle section where I can still drop it low. But I don't want to drop it low for none of y'all. Not a single one of y'all. Mm-mm. And this be my face the whole time in the club. And usually my sister and then this one guy kept thinking I was my sister. So he kept coming up to me trying to talk to me, and I'm like, no, I'm not her. I know who you think that I am, but I'm not her, because her and my friend Andrea always be together. And so he kept coming up to me like, hey, no, I'm not her. Then the friend that my friend was with brought over the guy and was like, oh, I thought you was Keisha. Yes, I do realize that when you gave me a hug, when you said hello, when you blah, 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 blah. I'm not her. I'm just not her. Stop coming over here because I don't like you either. She don't and I don't either. Okay, Terry T. We'll see how that goes. I don't really like doing medical questions, but I'll see. What happened to Kim? Did she just? Oh, maybe it was an internet thing. So Miss Jazz says, can I have a general reading, please? And thank you. Okay. You could go, Alycia, because I've been talking nonstop. Oh, she backstage.
Why is she backstage?
I don't see her at all. As a person that needs to be added. Oh, she said her network comes. Like it's not showing us, so you haven't logged. She hasn't been logged into our thing yet. Okay, we have a nice group of people here. Remember, like, share, comment, subscribe, and share is the best you can do, so other people can see that we're live. So the first person is A Jazz. So let's see what Miss Jazz. Oh, and I put blue around the screen because Michigan won yesterday. Look, U of M is 10-0, and we win next week. We'll be 11-0, and when we play Ohio State, we'll see which one of us gonna be 12-0. So, woo! Come on, U of M. Keep on winning. Keep on winning. And I post it every week, like, we're in there. All right. So, Miss Jazz, let's see what's going on for a general reading for you. But Alycia, you can go ahead first. And the queue is still open if you're asking. Yes, Miss Vanessa Carter. Yes, Michigan, U of M. Yes, U of M. Yes, B Ohio State. That's all I'm saying. And I'm not even a part of the rivalry. I just want Michigan to win. All right, so let's see what's going on for Miss Jazz. Oh, the cards are jumping out everywhere. Jesus Christ, people.
It's funny because we were just talking about this. Jazz, the card I pulled for you is Kosuzana. And what it means is celestial alignment. Basically, Jazz, what is going on is Spirit is trying to communicate with you. I think that's why you keep connecting with us. And once you connect on Tuesday, you will basically be a little more open or have a little bit more understanding to what is going on. But I think Spirit is connect with you, and you've had like signs and things like that, but you're not really understanding what's going on. And you got some questions, but they will be answered in time. But also from my New Orleans deck, yep, 111444. You keep seeing angel numbers. And when you start to receive the information, because I know you have some questions, have a little patience. Because I think what's going to happen is, I have a feeling what's going to happen. You think that you need to be at a certain point, and you'll kind of be frustrated. Like myself, like my brother. When you first go through an awakening, you feel like you need to know everything at once. And the truth is you don't. And you have to have a little bit of patience, and things will fall into place. Kim is parking lot for Jazz. Kim is not on here. She's having some network issues, but Kim wants you to know, Jazz, she feels like you have something to say to someone, but right now you need to keep it to yourself. I don't know if that resonates.
To latch onto that, I feel like she is doing too many things at once. Like, they show me compartments of her life, and it's the school, it's the work, it's the trying to find love. Like, you have a lot going on, and you're trying to do them all at once. You can't do them all at once. You can do one thing at a time. Like, you can focus on one thing at a time. You can only give one thing your full attention at a time. You can give several things some attention, but it won't be your full attention. And you're trying to give too many things. You're trying to make everything perfect all at once. And For one, things are never going to be perfect. Everything is never going to be perfect at all. There's always going to be some situation or something that is just okay, or that you're just kind of walking through. But they did show me different compartments of your life, that you're doing this and doing this and doing this. And so what is it that you really want to know? Because I feel like you have a question, and a lot of people mask a real question around a general question, and then they want us to see if we can figure out what it is. Just what is your actual question? Is it something about your career?
I'm thinking every day is supposed to happen at
It's
once.
not going to happen all at once. I still get little awakening slowly. Like, again, I just told the story about the money being sitting there in my account, and I didn't even know. And this has happened to me repeatedly, where spirit has told me to do something, or told me to wait, or told me the provisions were going to be there. And I was just up in arms about it, trying to do it my way. And the money was just sitting there. Like, I literally thought I didn't have money. Went to my mailbox, and there were 2 checks sitting in the mail. Somebody from the school called me to say I had money. And so the lesson that they try to teach me over and over again is that when we say the provisions are there, they're there. Just because you don't see them doesn't mean they're there. So with you, you're thinking, everybody thinks an awakening is just some loud voice like the Wizard of Oz that comes out and says, hey, Angie, this is your guide, this is your leader, this is your source, this is God, this is blah, 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 and then they're going to fix everything in your life. Sometimes your awakening make things much worse than feel like, or turns up chaos in your life, because when you have your awakening, you question everything. You question your religious beliefs. You question the decisions that you made. You question why you believe what you believe, how you got there, who you should trust going forward. And so an awakening is not always a pleasant feeling. An awakening, honestly, just be tearing you up to let you see the reality, so you could take off the mask. Oh, wait, here you go. Kim is back. Hey, Miss Kim.
Now
So
I can.
technically, an awakening is just to let you see the reality of things instead of the way that you've made it in your head the whole time. And so if you're thinking that you're having an awakening, you probably are, but it's not going to happen all at once. And what my guy told me was, it's too much power for it to all happen at once. If we change your emotions, your spirit, like if we change you emotionally, spiritually, physically, and mentally all at once, your body cannot take all of that change. So we work on compartments of you. Maybe you have a love situation, or a heart situation, or a religious stronghold that you used to have, or a way of thinking. So we change each part little by little by little, so that you are not overwhelmed, and so you don't shut down and just end up in a cave in a fetal position. So spirit is going to work with you at the ability of strength that they see that you are. You're going to get stronger and stronger and stronger and keep receiving, but it's not going to be just one day you have an epiphany and you can see in behind the veil, or you can see things of the future. It's little by little by little. Like I've been seeing since I was 5, but not understanding what it was, and probably talking to spirits, talking to God. I can remember having imaginary friends and talking to God when I was little, but not knowing that that's what I was doing. And so it's little by little by little. You're not going to just wake up one day and then have all power and just know how to manifest instantly and read spirits and do everything. It's a gradual progress, because your body can't take the whole magnitude of it all happening at once. So allow it to happen. And even as you do, you're going to continue to evolve. You're never going to get to the point where you know it all. Every day I'm learning something new. Every day my guys are like, come on, Angie, pull it together. And so you're never going to be at that level where you're going to know everything. So that's the one thing with your awakening. Go ahead, Alycia.
The way I like the analogy that I like to do, sometimes we want things done the microwave way. You want it done the microwave.
Let me say this. Alycia loves to use that microwave crock pot allegedly to tell us that we need to slow down. Go ahead.
But it's a crock pot situation. So you got a roast. It's a roast that you love and you want to cook that roast. You wouldn't put that roast in the microwave and serve it to your family, because it's not going to taste the same. as it would a crock pot. And I have to remind myself that, because I know when we go, and that's why we tell you come to class on Tuesday, because it is so many different people at so many different levels. I don't, my reading and what I don't do the same thing that Kim does. Like Kim feels it. Like, I remember when Kim first read me, I had a bout of bronchitis, so I had been coughing. And Kim was like, my throat's scratchy. Something wrong with your throat? I don't do that. I don't know how you feel. And another person Kim read, she was like, my feet got hot. And the girl says, yes, my feet are hot. So Kim feels it. Me?
I don't want to. I
told my spirit guys I don't like the feelings. They don't care that I don't like the feelings, but I do tell them all the time I would prefer not to feel. I would prefer to see versus feeling.
I'd prefer to feel than to see.
And see, me, I hear sometimes it's not loud. I even doubt it. I'll be like, did I say that? Do I feel that? I have to check my emotions a lot of times, because I'm out reading emotionally. So you'll learn all of that. But that's why I like our community. A lot of the people who watch us, they're in our community on Tuesday. And she talking about my neck hurt.
My neck and my back.
My
neck and my neck.
My back.
Hey, we know why.
Hey, my neck and back don't hurt. But if there's anybody on here who would like to make my neck and back,
that's at least 6 feet.
So
say that again. At least you have to be this tall to ride the ride.
Right. So it's a process, Jazz. It's a process.
You'll get there. And the more you get there, the more you'll be like, oh, I thought it was like this. And you'll find out it just wasn't as hard as you thought it was. Like, even coming live, the very first time I thought, what if the spirits be like, they not going to tell me nothing? Or what if I do a reading and it don't work? Like, even now when I do my personal readings, I still get a little bit nervous, because like, what if spirit be like, nah, you've been talking junk to us all week, we're not telling you nothing, figure it out on your own, smarty pants.
And I still question myself. I question myself a lot. Like, Jazz, when my internet was going a little cuckoo, I was typing in the private chat here. I was like, Angie, I know you're a little bit dehydrated after last night, but I feel like for Jazz, my mouth is really dry. Like, I have dry mouth. And then I just heard a little voice saying there's something that she wants to say to somebody, but she needs to keep it to herself. I don't know what that is. That's all I got. I heard it. So at first I started with the feelings, and that freaked me out a little bit. But now I start to hear little things. And at first I was like, that's just me. I don't know what that is. But then I've learned, say it. If you hear it, say it. And so often they're like, oh my goodness, that is so right.
Terry T said in the comments, he's been seeing 11, 11, 12, 12, and 10, 10, but he doesn't want spirit speaking in my head. I think a lot of people think that spirit just be making you walk around like a robot, like turn left, Angie, turn right, Angie. It's literally just your conscience. Like, if you were like, you driving to work, you're like, oh, I think I should get some Starbucks. That is literally, spirit sometimes redirected you to go to Starbucks, because maybe there's something that's for Starbucks. Maybe they want you to meet somebody, encounter someone, visualize something or something. There's a reason that you're hearing this voice. It's not like they're going to be like, oh, go jump in the volcano and sacrifice yourself to the land. It's not like that. Like, a lot of people have been sensationalized to believe what they're seeing on TV and think that it's demonic stuff. I always say the way that you were introduced into it is what really, really counts and what really, really matters. And we were introduced into it in a love and light way. And so demonic things don't bother me like that, because I always call it my protection. And what's fascinating to me is that people who are Christian, who always be pleading the blood of Jesus and who always be like, the Lord go protect me, be the first one to think that a demon is trying to get to them. I mean, you don't plead the blood of Jesus all over everything. You should be protected from the top of your head to the bottom of your feet. So what is your fear? It's like nothing, like you keep saying I have all power, but then you keep shrinking away from your power. Like my guides have been on me from the beginning. Stop going to a lesser person. We give you the information directly from the source, and then you go to a lesser power, and to them, this is a lesser power. For them, if we directly tell you something, then you go to the cards to confirm what we just said. You're going to a lesser authority to get information that you got directly from the source, or you're going to another reader to get information that was directly from the source. I told you this. Like my guides are very adamant about you do not need to go to a lesser source to confirm information that we told you about whatever. I still use the card sometimes because people visually like to see it. But literally, my guys be like, stop going to a lesser power. Stop giving your power away to something that is unnecessary. Like if you use cards and that's the way you receive, then that's fine. But my guys, they will tell me something directly, and I'll be like, well, let me do a spread. And this is how they be looking at me. Really? So it's kind of like, say you give somebody a reading and then they go to somebody else to ask the same thing. I kind of be looking like, so you didn't believe what I said? Like what I said wasn't good enough? And that's how my guides are looking at me. Like, I just told you this directly and you don't believe me, which is how they did me with the money situation. Like, we told you the money was there. You didn't believe us. Just because you didn't believe us doesn't mean the money wasn't there. It's been sitting there. You just didn't know it was there. That's not our fault. That's you not believing.
Or they don't like what you read and want to go get something from somebody else.
Exactly. So let me jump over to somebody else and see if they say the same thing. They say the same thing. They say the same thing. The energy is what it is. Getting a reading from multiple people repeatedly isn't going to change the information. You might get somebody who will pick up more on a darker note or something else, but the energy is what it is. And a lot of people don't understand is that they think that they think that what we're saying is if we say it, we make it happen. We're only seeing as it is right now. So that's one of the things that we have to let you know. We're only seeing it as it is right now. If I tell you tomorrow you're going to have an interview and you don't answer the call, or your phone is turned off, or you just decide you don't want to do the interview, that doesn't mean that I wasn't right. The interview was there. You either didn't receive it or you didn't take the interview. So as soon as you make a decision, it changes the outcome. I see it as it is at this moment right now. So that's what I'm. Did we finish, Miss Jazz?
Yeah.
Okay. It was so long ago. Look, Crystal done took the name down and everything. Like, y'all just been going on for 45 minutes about nothing. We sorry. Just who's next, Crystal? Because you obviously was not trying to hear it. Y'all, can y'all please ask her for real question? But she said whatever comes up for me to know. Because this is how I feel about a general reading, and y'all can take it however y'all want. When you ask for a general reading, you just like, give me whatever you want, do whatever you want to do to me. You just laying down and telling the Lord, do whatever you want to do. Sometimes it's about what you want. What do you really want to know? And I also feel when you ask a general question that your life is so perfect, you have nothing to question about. Like when I go on lives, I literally don't have anything to ask because Spirit has told me so many things and I know what's going on. So I'm not going to go on there and just be like, oh, give me a general question, because I already know. That may not be the motivation for why y'all say general. Y'all might not have a specific question, but if your life is okay, you don't have to be like, let me find out is there anything bad? Like, I always feel like if you're asking a general question, your life is perfect and you really don't need to know anything. But I'm the only person that thinks that.
She said,
all right, you guys can go ahead and start reading, Miss Abigail. I'm sorry, say that again.
She's changing her question.
Her question.
No, you don't have to change it. That's fine. We'll go ahead and put it. We're not going to make you anything. I'm just saying that's how I feel when I see that people just put general questions, is that you really don't have anything to ask. Because if I'm coming to a psychic or I'm coming to a reading, I have something to ask. What is such and such doing? When is this interview going to happen? When is blah, blah, blah? That's how I usually do it. But if it's a general question, then it's just a general question. Maybe you just want to know about every aspect of your life. But when you ask a general question, I literally go to Spirit and be like, what's for their greatest and highest good? Because I'm not about to sort through a whole bunch of information.
Abigail, I'm getting that you need to go to affirmwellnessllc.com and sign up for every program that's listed and pay in full. Sorry, I'm playing. That's my website.
That was a shameless plug for health and wellness. Listen, She talking about health and wellness, and I'm talking about 5 double shots last night of apple crown and cranberry juice.
Hey, I mean, it's apple,
It's
cranberries.
It's apples. That's all I'm trying to say. Listen, I took my vitamins with Red Apples L yesterday. Like, I am not even playing. People's like, it went down better. You know what? It does go down better. Look, it does go down better because the acid from the apples, look, it's basically like drinking apple cider vinegar, people. Like, y'all, listen, walk with me. It's apples. It's fermented. You know what I'm saying? It's basically apple cider vinegar that I'm drinking with my vitamins. So I don't even want to hear it.
But you know what, Angie? That's fine because when people say that they have an upset stomach or their stomach is sour, I'm quick to say, take a shot of vodka.
Exactly.
Kill whatever's
or Red's
in there.
apple ale. It just bubble right on through. You burp and you good. You automatically good. Listen. She said, "What's that? Red's apple ale. It is a. Oh, I thought I had a bottle right here. I was about to be like, here it is." I can't even say that it's beer because it's kind of like Angry Orchard. Ale. Let me tell you, beer people get real mad when you be like, I don't like beer, but I like Red's apple ale. They be like, well, it's not beer anyway. Whoa, hold on, beer police. Back the card up. I'm sorry. So I don't like to say that around people, but yeah, it's good. And it makes the vitamin go down. You know how sometimes you take a big, gigantic vitamin and then it leave that vitamin taste as it go down and get digested? If you take it with alcohol or Red's apple ale, all you taste is Red's apple ale. All you taste is apples. That's all I'm saying.
Jocelyn said Peyton is watching. Peapot is my grandbaby.
Who?
Peyton. You see Jocelyn Brown says Peyton is watching. I call her Peapot. That's my grandbaby.
Oh, okay. Hey. Okay, then we can't cuss. Or you can't cuss.
She was it her? Was she cussing? Yeah.
Listen. All right, so Miss Abigail wants a general. I'm sorry, you guys can go ahead. I just be talking and talking and talking. Okay, that's one card for Miss Abigail. About going, Miss Abigail, are you planning on moving and not like a trip? They're making it clear that it's not a trip because I thought, oh, maybe she's going on a trip, and they showed me a sailboat, and they said no. So this is not a leisurely vacation. Are you trying to move or thinking about moving or desiring to move? Because I get a relocation vibe that you want to go and you're just not going. Or are you thinking about leaving your job? Because I heard it's okay to go and you're just kind of on the fence about making that move. But go ahead, Alycia, because
7 of Cups. So I got lots of options, choices, multiple possibilities, picking and choosing. I also got the Justice card. So I don't know what that's about. Karmatic justice, consequences coming forth.
I always get it like whatever you put out there, that's what you get back. If you've been putting out good energy, that's what's about to come. Girl, Crystal, I'll put the list up at the bottom. Look, all you people at the bottom. I always see that card as whatever you've been putting out, that's what's been coming back, unless you actually have a legal situation that's coming up that you need assistance with. But go ahead.
Then I got the Devil card. And I've never gotten the Devil before. So,
let me say this, because this she says, no, ma'am, I'm not trying to move. And remember, I'm not working, but I do want to move out of where I'm. How you gonna do that? Because if you could do that, I want to know how you about to move out of where you at into a new place and you ain't got no job. Like, are you independently wealthy? I want to know how you gonna do that, because I want to be able to do that too. Move out of this place and I have a job and be able to pay for it. Like, how are you doing that, man? But
are you trying something new? Like, are you learning something or like looking for like a new career?
Let me be honest. Abigail's energy feels like this. Let me see what the fuck they gonna say. Like, let me see if they gonna be able to pick it up. like she's kind of blocking, or she's sitting there just trying to see what we're going to say. It feels a little bit, and you may not be that way, but that's how your energy feels. I feel like I'm fighting to get through it, and under the situation of what's going on in my life right now with this dehydration, I'm not going to fight to get through the energy.
She said, I want to move.
Exactly. So I want to know how you're going to do that without a job. I thought maybe you had discovered some new way to make dollar bills. Like maybe you for real had a money tree. I was just trying to get your technique. Well, I keep getting go, so obviously the move is on you. But go ahead. You guys can go ahead.
Like I said, I got the 7 of Cups, which was like lots of options or even opportunities. So maybe opportunity for work coming up.
I get that she's trying something new. Like she's trying to learn something to maybe like switch
The list is
careers
at the bottom, Seashells. If you see your name, then you're on the list. If you didn't post a question, then you probably did make it to the list because we only tag the question that you post. If you just said hi, or if you just said can I be added, then no. We tag your question. Once you post a question, then we tag it. No. With the justice card, I said it's either your whatever you put out, that's what you're receiving back, or you have a legal issue.
I'm getting confusion. I think that this person is confused because my brain is like, it's like shaking, like it's, and I don't like it. But it's how do I don't know. It's like something is just like shaking my head up, like confusion.
She really wanted to ask a love question. That is what Spirit is telling me. That is her only concern. That's why she said general. She was hoping that we would pick it up. I think this is the one that has the relationship where the guy, she's pregnant and the guy is with someone else, I think. But I get that she wanted to ask her. That's what Spirit is telling me. She wanted to ask a relationship question and she didn't. Because I'm not getting any. You guys can go ahead.
I'm done. I have the confusion, like my brain is shaking, like there's a lot of confusion here. But then I also have that she's trying to learn something new, like maybe for a new career or something, but she's trying something new.
So when I finally just said, what is it that you want me to tell Crystal? I heard Spirit say, what are you waiting for? What is holding you back? If tomorrow you could wake up and be doing what you want to do, living where you want to do, what is holding you back? What is keeping you from doing that? Why are you're basically saying, I want to. What is keeping you from doing those things that you want to do? Spirit is saying, this is all up to you. I got the 7 of coins as the thing that I put up, and that's making investments. That's your hard work. That's the fruits of your labor coming to fruition. And you, but you're saying you're not working. So Spirit is saying, what is it that you want? Like if tomorrow you could wake up and it would be the exact life that you wanted to live, what is it that's holding you back from doing that? What is it that's keeping you from going out and get a job, going to get the place that you want to stay? I have 4 jobs. You can't find one. Like, what is the problem? Are you disabled? But I can't even take disabled as a thing because I work with a lot of people who are disabled. There was a man who drags one of his foot. Like, I think he had a stroke and his whole left side is messed up. So he drags one of his feet and he can't even move his arm, but he works in the same place that I work and he works every single day. So I'm not understanding what it is that is keeping you from working or from getting out and doing what you want to do, except for you just not getting out and doing whatever you want to do. I get about 8 job offers a week, literally people emailing me, hey, we have a job, we have a job, we have a job. And so Spirit is saying, what is holding you back other than you just not getting out and doing what you're supposed to do? What is it that is keeping you from moving forward with doing whatever it is that you want to do? I'm not getting anything. Like I see you sitting, writing in a journal, and it's about you're writing in a journal and it's a lot of emotional stuff that you're dealing with. But I think it's also tied to the relationship that you said you didn't have with the child's father, because I don't think that you guys were in a relationship. It was just like boop, boop. And they're like you have a lot of emotional ties to that you're not dealing with and that you're not that you're not moving forward. That's that transition to something else, from drama to more still waters. So you're asking for these things. You're telling spirit this is what you want. You're writing about it. You're setting your intentions out there, but you're not moving forward on it. It's just like I want, and you're not doing anything to move forward on it. So what spirit is saying is you don't need readings. You need action. You need to move. You need that. They're showing me the knight, and the knight is action. They're showing me the chariot. These are all cards that are action. What are you doing to change your situation? You're hoping that spirit is just going to be like, hey, go to this place and sign up for this job and do this and do that. And spirit is like, well, what do you want? How are you going to move forward on what you want to do? I want a TV show. I want to do this full time. I want to help people. So I'm on here multiple times a week giving free readings. So what they're saying is you need to get out and do some action. That's the main thing that I'm getting is what do you need to know? Because I watched that they said that you need to move, you need to get up, you need to get out. Nothing's going to be handed to you, so you really need to get up and just get moving and do what you want to do. Like literally, what is stopping you from working, from finding the place that you want, from going to wherever you want to do, or moving to wherever you want to move? What is the roadblock that you're saying that is holding you back? And if you want to move forward, spirit is just saying, get up and do something. Like figure out one thing that you want to do. Let me apply to 5 jobs a day. Let me apply to 10 jobs a day. Let me find an apartment that is affordable so the spirit knows where I want to go. Like I know how much the house is that I want. So spirit at least knows, even if it's unaffordable now, spirit knows that this is what I want. I've put out that I want a Cadillac truck, the big body, the $125,000 one. I put it out there. It may not be affordable now, but I put it out there so the spirit knows this is what I want. This is what you are. This is what you need to be trying to get me to. This is how you need to be navigating me around the things to get it done. So what they're saying is, what are you doing to make the things that you want happen? And that's what I got.
Okay, so are we done with Abigail? I'm not connecting back to her because that made my head feel funny.
Yeah.
What? Wow.
The loving, committed relationship coming in 2023 for Laura H. Penny said yes. Big ol' yes.
I heard no.
And this will say that too.
Oh, well.
Do you see a loving, committed relationship for Laura H for 2023? I'm getting a no this way, and I heard no immediately. But that's because you are putting too much stock on. You're putting too much into it. Like there's a desperation on that question, and they're saying. So what they show when I ask for more info on that is you bowing down in a relationship. When you enter a relationship, you totally lose who you are and you bow down and become whatever they want you, whatever you think they want them to be. You don't seem to stand strong in the relationship. And they're saying once you realize the strength of who you are, then you can find another relationship. But at this point, you're not going to find a loving relationship because they don't. What does loving you look like? What is your love language? Do you know that? That's the first thing the spirit is saying. What is your love language? If somebody was to love you, what does that look like? Does that look like texting you every day? Does that look like feeding you every day? Does that look like calling you every day? What does a loving relationship look like? If you don't even know what that is, how are you going to identify that it's a loving relationship? This person could, work all day and then come home at night and just want a good meal and then want to have sex and go to bed. And to you, that's not a loving relationship because you want sex throughout the day. And not to say that any of those things are bad things. What they're saying is you haven't even defined what a loving relationship is. So how can you get it if you haven't defined it yet?
Also, I'm getting for her to live out loud. Basically, she is putting a lot into just finding a relationship. What about everything else? What about
Like it'll solve all her problems. Like if I just
right?
get in love, then my money will be right, my housing will be right, my joy will be right. But you have to be all those things. I would again, let me tell you this. Yvonne Orgy, the chick from Insecure, she did a special and she said, would you date you? If you knew all the things you know about you, are you the person that somebody wants to date?
But also stop thinking that you don't have, or you're not really living life because you don't have a partner. So it's like you're not doing the little things. Brunch with the girls, just um the simple things in life. If you want to go to a movie, go to a movie. If you want to go to a museum, go to a museum. It's like you stop in your life, or you're like, well, I shouldn't do that because I don't have anybody to do that with. Do it. Enjoy your life. Because if
And
you
they
don't
show
enjoy
me
your
her
life,
like sitting like at a Starbucks or sitting at some place alone having her drink or whatever and thinking like, eyeing what other people have and wanting it and longing for, but that's the only thing that's consuming you. You're not living your life. Because you're thinking, I'll be happy when, I'll be happy when. And what they're saying is you can be happy now. You're not going to attract, if you attract anything, you're going to attract somebody at the same level that you are. Like attracts like. You can't expect to attract somebody who is, has a good job, looks good, is physically fit, is loving, who is blah, 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 blah. And that's not the vibe that you're getting off. If you're at the bottom feeder level, that's what you're going to attract, the bottom feeder level. You have to desire something more in order to get it.
And I had the Three of Wands jump out. I don't know if you can see that. My screen is froze. I can't see what I'm presenting.
We
But
can
in the
see
light,
it.
okay, in the Light Seers deck, the Three of Wands. So just like they're saying, get out there, manifest what it is that you want, and go get it.
but like she even said, it's true. I've been in hermit mode. You okay? And let me just say this: you might
Crock
see
pot.
not even that. You might see a perfect couple, and you think that couple is that's exactly what I want, and then you don't see when they close the door, he's beating her ass.
Or people always be like, I want to pray Sierra's prayer. I don't want Sierra's husband. I want Angie's husband. I'm not going to pray Sierra's prayer. I'm going to tell the world what I want. I'm going to tell the universe what I want. But think about it. If you're in a low mood, like if I walk up to you and you are, oh, well, I haven't been in a relationship in 4 years. I'm just looking for somebody to love. Immediately, I'm turned off. Like, nope, you're desperate and you want me to make your whole life different. No, you need to already be high spirits. You need to already be of the mindset that, what I'm saying, you want to attract something that is like that. I don't listen. I would not date some of the people that are, out here because there's a desperation to it and they're so ho hum. Like if you're not looking, like if you're not appealing when you go out there, how do you expect to attract somebody or want somebody to want you? If you're in that energy of I've been single for 4 years. Let me see how long I've been single. Since 2016. So I've been single for a long time too, but you better believe I'll be getting out there, dropping it and popping it and trying to find somebody because there's no way that I'm going to just sit in here unless you think that the delivery man is going to be the person that loves you. But one of the things that I was going to say, you mentioned hermit mode. Hermit mode means that you're sitting back reflecting on your lessons. Are you actually reflecting or are you just sitting away in isolation? Don't say you're in hermit mode because a hermit person has learned their lessons and they're thinking, which way do I want to go based on the lessons that I've learned? I can go this way, I can go this way. Hermit mode, that's I'm reflecting on the lessons. Isolations mean I'm just pulling back and I'm not showing myself and I'm not presenting myself to the world. So are you in isolation or are you in hermit mode, learning from your lessons and moving forward? You still have to put something out there that you want to be attracted to. I don't want to date somebody who's down in the dumps and who's, oh, woe with me. I want somebody who's has the same drive and the same charisma and who wants the same things as me moving forward. So you have to put out the energy that you want to bring in or that you want to attract. You have to be what it is that you want.
Plus, you don't want to make somebody responsible for your happiness. That's too much of a load to put on somebody else. You should
Listen,
be
and saying
responsible
that
for your
I've been
own.
doing a lot of thinking doesn't mean anything. I think a lot all the time, but my spirit guides be telling me that I be overthinking. Sometimes it's just about doing, getting out, doing things, doing. Everybody's like, oh, I'm thinking, but doesn't mean that what you're thinking on is good. If you're sitting back thinking, oh, I've been single for 4 years, I
You're
haven't had a
thinking your way
kid,
out of a situation.
you're thinking about how horrible life is, or are you thinking, oh, I want to go to this party. I want to go out and have drinks. I want to go do this. I want to have this loving relationship. Are you thinking about the things that you want or the things that you don't? Because they're showing me the Five of Cups, and the Five of Cups is you thinking about the three spilled cups or the things that you don't have versus the two things that are still here. You're still alive. You're still able to get out and about. You're still able to move. You're still in your right mind. There's so many things that you still do have that you are not grateful for. And so how are you going to attract somebody else when you're still sitting in the pain of what you lost? The amount of time that you've been single may be necessary because you're not moving forward or learning your lesson. Sometimes spirit holds you back because you could damage the other person. If I send you your husband right now and you're in that woe is me thing, you're just going to turn him off or you're going to break him or you're going to move him. I always say that 10 years ago, Angie would have killed her husband. Like she would not have been the one. She just would not have been the one to marry. She would have been combative. She would have been popping off. We might have got into a fist fight and you might have been called everything but the child of God. But over the years, I've learned, and this Angie is ready for the husband that she's been talking about, for the husband that she's been desiring. Sometimes spirit has to get you to the level where you understand you'll destroy him if I give him to you now.
Right.
So understand that you may need to reprogram your mind and find something, a community that's a little bit more supportive that helps you to find a more positive outlook. Like you can get up every morning and be like, today I'm going to meet my husband. Today I'm going to meet the love of my life. Today I'm going to meet somebody who's just going to take me out. Like sometimes you have to set those little things in motion and speak them before you even get out of bed, before the day starts. I'm going to meet somebody today that is going to take me out to dinner or that I'm going to spend time with. Sometimes you have to set those goals for yourself and then wait on it to happen instead of thinking, I wish, I want. Those are future, those are maybe. I wish, I want, I wish, or I want it to this way. That's present maybe. You want future forward. I'm going to meet somebody that's going to take me out for coffee. I'm going to meet somebody that I can share movies with. I am going to, like, you know what I'm saying? Future forward. So that's what they're saying.
Manifest it.
And you know, another thing, don't come to me thinking about the mistakes you made and then thinking that I'm going to have to change who I like. Okay, so she said, I'm thinking about the mistakes so I don't repeat them again. So, okay, I was nice to this person. So next time I'm going to treat them different. I'm not going to cook for this person or I'm not going to, have sex with this person for this many days. Each relationship has to stand on its own merits. Learn from your mistakes. Granted, oh, okay, this person is scamming me because this is the kind of question that they do online, blah, blah, blah. I know to end this, but you can't hold your new relationship in the light of your old relationship. You have to think each relationship has to stand on its own. And if you're continuously thinking, well, my last person did this to me, my last person did that to me, then I have to be this way. You're dwelling on the things of the past. You're dwelling on the things that hurt you. You're not dwelling on the things that you want. So you know what you're calling in? More things that are just like that. More things that are just the things that happened to you in the past. So that's what I'm getting. Do you have anything else for Miss Lauren? So your new relationship won't come until you're ready to move forward. So who's next, Miss Crystal?
Miss Janice, that's up to you.
Let's see what Penny says.
If I decide to go, am I going to be able to enjoy it?
My Penny says yes, so theirs will probably say no. Again, my grandbaby was here earlier today, so I think maybe I need to put her in some
Should
softer
Janice
in the
go to
mood.
the party? Like, these are ridiculous questions, people.
Janice, this is my thing. This is not even psychic. You going to the party and you having a good time, that's up to you. Let me tell you something. When Alycia get into the room, it could be the most boring situation for everybody. I'm going to have a good time. I'm going to have a very good time because I make sure I'm having a very good time.
Me
It could be
last night in the party, double fisted, just
it could be something so boring. Let me tell you, I have been crunk at a funeral.
listen.
I
Let me
have been
tell you,
crunk
when
at a
you want to know some family secrets, you go to a funeral because everybody start talking. When the dearly departed is in that casket, everybody know everything. That wasn't his real mama. That ain't his sister. You know his baby mama, but she know everybody know everything when you at the
well,
funeral. So you could be crunk
okay.
wherever you at.
Now, Janice, you say I want to go, but I want to know if there will be some problems. That's simple. Whoever is holding the party, you call. Who all gonna be there? That's the one question that answers that.
But it's
You
two
know,
different questions now. She done switched it up.
First of all, I feel like there's gonna be an ex there, and she wants to know if she's gonna see. Like, I don't feel like her, like, because now they're showing me a seven of swords, and your motives for going aren't pure, and so that's why you're wondering if it's gonna be okay. Your motives for going aren't pure. It's not going to be joy. Joy. Is there an ex that's going to be there, or something that has to do with a relationship? Is that why you're going and you're wondering if there's going to be drama with the ex or his new girlfriend or something like that? Your motives aren't pure. And so that's why you want to know if you're going to enjoy it. Because generally, if you just go to a party, you're just going to go to a party and enjoy it or don't. Listen, let me tell you, my greatest thing is a no. I don't want to go. I don't want to go. I tell people all the time, I just don't want to go and I'm just not going to show up. They be like, oh, we're going to such and such. No, I don't want to go to that. And I'm just not going to go. You can say no. So there's something you're not telling us regarding it, because they're showing me the seven of swords, and your motives about going aren't your intentions aren't true. So that's what I got. So do you guys have anything else for her?
because I'm gonna be crunk at a funeral.
Exactly. So it's all about what you want and why you're going. There's something behind that question. Like, let me say this. Y'all do know we psychic, right? So just because you put that question up there and think that we're not gonna read into or we're not gonna figure out what it is, you do know that we're psychic, right, people? Like, come on now. Please just be honest about whatever it is. You're asking because your intentions aren't pure about why you're going. So this person is who? For all of you people who are coming up as Facebook user, I think your privacy settings are the reason that you're not coming up and it's not showing your name, because you must be private and our platform is public, and so your settings must be set to private, and so it's not coming up correctly. But this is V Hernandez. This is V. We're reading your question. So V Hernandez, if you're here, this is your question.
Oh, LMT.
Exactly. You know what I'm saying? Y'all coming up here asking these questions like we don't know that, like the energy ain't gonna tell us that you back here being shifty and shady. Anything on love for men. This is my punishment for talking about people who were short last night. All these love readings. Let me look it up. V, wait, was that the name, Lord? V Hernandez.
Hernandez. V, do you love yourself?
V, I instantly, when I said what's coming up for you in love, I instantly got a wagon that was being pulled, that the wheel came off because it got stuck in the mud. So you're stuck in the mud. Your love life is stuck in the mud. You're carrying a load. So this is you. And then the trailer that you're carrying, or the drama or the load that you're carrying, is bigger than the vehicle that's trying to pull this load. So you have this big giant trailer behind you, stuck in the mud because you're carrying all this extra weight or this extra drama, and that's why your love life is stuck in the mud and you're not moving forward. You're carrying a lot of drama, and I'm not saying that you're necessarily drama, but you are carrying a lot of drama. And think about that. Would you want to bring that into a relationship? Would you want to enter into a relationship where you're that kind of drama? Like where you're carrying the load, where that person's carrying the same load that you're carrying. So your love life is stalled because you're carrying extra. They're showing me the 10 of Wands, and they're showing me the the 8 of Swords. The 10 of Swords, where you're carrying a lot of drama, a lot of weight. There's a lot of endings coming, but you're carrying a lot that you shouldn't be or you're dealing with a lot that isn't your business. And that's Spirit's word, not mine. You're in a lot of situations that isn't your business. And if you would just focus on your life and your happiness, then you would be fine in love. But it seems that you're a lot like they give me a gossipy spirit, like a that's what I hear. And for me, and then I see this, that's a gossipy spirit. So you're gossiping, or you're and not necessarily like you're bringing a bone and carrying one. You're getting information and then you're taking it to somebody else. So you seem to be a lot of, maybe you are the drama that they're telling me about. And I'm not saying that in a good or a bad way, but you're bringing a lot to the relationship that's unnecessary. And that's why you're seem to be stalled. Because I don't feel like you're having a hard time finding people. You're having a hard time keeping people because you're carrying all this drama and you're bringing all this to the situation and they don't want it. And what came up was the Death card. That's an ending. That's an ending that you can use. So you need to put an end to the drama, all the gossip and all the situations that's going on. And then the Justice card come up. Again, that's karma. Whatever you're putting out there, that's what you're going to receive back. If you're putting out good energy, that's what you're going to receive back. If your love life isn't going back, then maybe you're not putting out good energy. So that's what I'm getting on that. And then I also got the Page of Pentacles, which is good news that is coming in about something material, earthly things like money or clarity or something like that. What did that say?
She's a troll.
Girl, I thought it said hi, Angie. Like, seriously, people. But yeah, Miss Facebook years V, that's what I'm getting is that you're getting back what you're putting out there. So whatever you're putting out into the world, that's what you're attracting back. But they just keep showing me this wagon of extra load that you're carrying. You guys can go.
Do you move fast in your relationships? And I asked that because I all of a sudden got my ears clogged up like in a plane, like the pressure change. And for me, it's either you're traveling, you just came on a plane, got on a plane, or you're about to, or you're moving really fast. So do you typically move fast in your relationships? And maybe you should slow down a little bit?
So I'm reading this information. The family that's around me is full of drama and I keep away because I don't want, and they're saying, no, you don't. You don't keep away from them. You are fully engrossed in the drama and you are actually a part of bringing it. Like, even if you're getting little bits of information here and sending them back and forth, you're still a part of the drama. And they said, maybe you need to define what you mean by stay away because you seem to be fully engrossed in the drama. And then when I read your comment, I literally heard Spirit say, no, you're not. You're not staying out of the drama. You're fully engrossed into it. A lot of you are telling me how long you've been single. I don't, it doesn't matter how long you've been single. The reason that you're single is because of whatever it is that you're doing. I don't like the comments on this. Yeah. Because it's double the comments. It's like over here, then it's over here. I don't know if y'all can see it, but it's double the comments. So I don't like that. But the problem is they're saying you need to really evaluate what staying away from the drama means to you and if that's what you're really doing. Again, you guys do know that we're psychic, so you can say whatever you want to say on here. Spirit is going to show it to me the way that they're going to show it to me. They're going to tell it to me the way that they're going to tell it to me. So you can say that you're staying away from the drama, but they're telling me you're not. They literally showing me you whispering in somebody's ear, and they're going to whisper in somebody else's ear and whisper in somebody else's ear. And then you're going, and trying to find out information about this person and that person and doing this and doing that.
Yeah, I get that you're moving too fast. That maybe when you do meet somebody, you're just too fast for that person. And again, that might be why you've been single for 2 years, because you're pushing them away. Not all men want that fast person, especially in a relationship. If you meeting me today and then I'm back at your house and seeing your bedroom tomorrow, that's not.
Or you're bad mouthing your ex. Well, this blah 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 this, and the reason I ain't with this person is because they blah blah blah. I don't want to hear that. I definitely don't want to hear why you weren't with your ex. I've been talking to this person for several years, and rarely do we ever talk about my ex. Because unless you ask a specific question, I'm not going to talk about my ex because that is in my past. And so Spirit is showing me that you bring up your ex relationships or your past relationships a lot. Like they literally show me you as a kind of a gossipy person, or you overshare. Maybe that's it. You overshare, and you're just dogpiling this information on them. So maybe that's it, Kim. If that's what the fast is, like,
Yeah.
you just unload everything in a minute. Like, I'm the oldest. I got 2 kids. I've been in this relationship. I've been divorced. I've been this. I've been that. I've been that. And they like,
Right. Too much. Too fast.
Too much. Like, can we slow it down? All I said was, can we have coffee? Like, you're over the top. And so they're saying you need to slow down a little bit. Miss Alycia, you can go ahead.
Nope. Y'all did.
Who's next, Krista?
April's current energy toward me.
April, we're not near April the month. What month is this?
She
So
must
it's a person.
mean, yeah, AG the Great. Y'all real. Everybody want to be in love. I get it. It's cuffing season. What Beyonce say? I feel like falling in love. I'm telling you. Listen, I was about to club one of them dudes over the head last night with that bottle and just be like, boo boo, we going home.
We've been drinking. We've been drinking.
Listen, I ain't met nobody that make me want to be like, we've been drinking. No. None of them bammers in the club. It's kind of like,
so AG,
if you give me the we've been drinking vibe, we might go home.
You can feel
Well, Alycia
April's
say we gonna be
energy.
here for a good time, not a long time.
Hey. But you can feel April's energy towards you, and trust and believe whatever it is you're feeling is accurate.
So let me just ask, because does April have any romantic feelings for AG the Great? I gotta know.
Let me see if Penny gives me a yes.
I gotta know that they don't. But I also are you a little bit arrogant in some kind of ways? Like, because I immediately heard the word narcissist, or they think that you're a narcissist, and I'm not saying this in any way. I'm just giving you what I heard Spirit say. You gotta know.
I got a yes. Penny's going to the moon. She's going to the moon.
I got their current energy is enough. Like, they don't have any romantic feelings for you at this time.
Too.
But it's kind of the way that you put, like, it's kind of like a worship me kind of situation. Like, you need to want me more than you want anything else kind of thing. And I don't know if that's true, but I'm getting, okay.
It's not romantic, it's a friendship.
Then
so what is it you want to know? Why they unfriended you on Facebook? When you say current energy, like, are they mad at you? Is that what you want to know? Like,
and if it's a friend, you should be able to go and talk to that person. They are mad at you.
They are not happy with whatever you did to them. Like, that's.
But if it's a friend, you should be able to go and talk to that person and say, hey, what's going on? If it's a friend, a true friend.
Okay. So you basically want to know, is she mad at you? Because Lord help the child. Is April mad at AG the Great? Yes.
Is April mad at AG the Great?
Look at Penn. Penn, this is like, hell yeah.
This person is upset with you. You must have said something that was, and they're showing me a conversation that you had, and maybe you said something that was a little bit harsh to this person, like you hurt this person's feeling, because I feel like you said something, they like, well, dang, you don't even know the whole story. Or something that you said in a conversation hurt their feelings, and they may not say anything, because they're showing me Miss J clutching his pearls, like. So you said something that was offensive to this person. And so their current energy is that they are upset with you and they are looking at you a little bit different. So that's what I get. Who's next? Crystal. I know we don't still have 11 people pinned, so I'm assuming that you're not unpinning these people, because I'm like, we still got 11 questions.
Still got 11. She is unpinning them.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Oh, praise the Lord.
We gotta
Can I
get
get a general for the rest of the year?
The rest of the year is going to go by fast.
Boom.
Immediately when I read that question, I heard mix it up. You need to mix it up. Oh, it's so hard because I know this whole situation and I'm trying to see how it goes. You guys can go ahead. I'm gonna get some different cards.
And AG, maybe you did. You said something that you thought was funny and she didn't. It nowadays
it don't take much. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Much. And you just
listen, let me tell you this. Somebody said something to me the other day. They was like, well, your arms are fat, but the rest of your body looks toned. That to me, that was a backhanded compliment. Like, oh, your arms are fat, but your thighs look toned. Only thing I heard was your arms are fat. And so they were trying to tell me like, oh, you know, the rest of you is okay, but your arms are fat. All I heard was your arms are fat. And so that wasn't it wasn't like they were trying to be mean to me, but they were just saying like, you're always talking about working out and doing this and that. And so that's what I heard. Like, there was like, oh, your arms are, and I don't even think they said big. They just said, oh, you know, I can see that your arms are big and but your leg, you know, your legs look really toned. And all I heard was your arms are fat. So it doesn't mean that you intended it in that way, but that's how it was received. And so AG the Great is just maybe something that was taken. Is this person a parent? Like, did you make a comment about their parenting or something like that? But it seems to be something about the way that they live their life or something is what they're upset about. So that's what I got, AG. So it doesn't seem like you did anything, like you were intentionally like, oh, you're ugly. It may just have been something that in the general conversation that you said. I was reading AG's comments. Sorry, Keena the second in the background, just
Keena too.
It seems to be something about the way that this person lives their lives. Like you said, they're not a parent, but I really get something about the way that they would parent or something about their life. Like it's something that you said, and they're making it seem like it was about parenting or something like that. But it just seems like you guys were in a regular, and it seems like you noticed that the tone of the conversation or the tone of the rest of the evening changed when you said these things, but you weren't quite sure what it was, because to you, what you said weren't offensive. And it doesn't seem like it was offensive. It's just maybe the way that they took it. Again, this person said that I had big arms and all I heard was fat. You know what I'm saying? So it doesn't mean that you said it in that way. That's just the way that it was received. So again, I would just ask this person, like, you know, are you okay? Did I say something that was offensive? You know, are you mad at me? And then just move forward. I do see you guys moving forward or laughing about it, or this person saying, you know, you really did hurt my feelings and being okay with it. It doesn't seem like it's going to be anything that's detrimental to your friendship, AG.
So trying to connect to Viv, and I'm getting lightheaded. Why is that?
She's very much up in her head about the relationship. I can see her, because they're showing me the 9 of Swords. It's keeping her up at night. She's not sleepy. She's sleep deprived, and she is pretty much mentally exhausted by going over every single scenario in her head. If I do this, if he does that, if I do this, if she does that, if this, if this, if this, if this. It's just a whole bunch of if. Like, it's a ball. I'm surprised you didn't get confusion and chaos, because that's what it feels like in my head. Like, it feels like a ball of yarn that's all mixed up and that she needs to pull it apart. Pull it up,
Yeah, I got lightheaded, like I need to lay down.
overwhelming. Like, I definitely think that she's sleep deprived and that she is exhausted mentally, and probably spiritually, because I feel like there's a lot of crying and things like that.
Yeah, and it's making her sick to her stomach. Like she like really stressing to the point where she's sick to her stomach.
So I'm trying to get a fairy card for her to see how she's moving forward. Like, this is a very gut-wrenching situation, because they're literally showing me a churning gut. And until she can move forward with that, then she's not going to be able to think about anything else. Like, this situation is really, really, really everything that she focuses on. When she goes to sleep, that's what she thinks about. When she wakes up, that's what she thinks about. And trying to figure out how she's going to move forward. Like, this is really an excruciating blow to her. And not to say that in a bad way, but well, that is a bad way to say it. But this was a devastating thing to her, and I do understand this, how it feels. But let's see the rest of the year.
Well, I asked for the rest of the year, and this is what I'm feeling. So it's almost like it's going to take her the rest of the year to get through this.
Oh, I hear her inner self saying, "Can you hear me?" Like, not like in a shaking, "Can you hear me?" But in a, "Can you hear me? I'm here. I'm trying to help you," because you're not listening to anything. You're literally, they're showing me the devil card because you're obsessed with the outcome. How is this going to work? How is this going to go? How is this going to move forward? And you're, I feel like if you're working, you're not concentrating on work either. And your performance at work is starting to decline a little bit. Where some people have trial and tribulation, they pour themselves into work. You seem to be declining a bit at work or in your regular daily routines and things. And you know what? This card came out and I put it back in and it popped out again. And it's precious times. And it's saying, this is the fairy of time. They want you to experience every moment fully and make the most of the precious time. Be mindful. Don't waste time. Don't wait. Be mindful not to waste others' time either. So what they're saying is, you know, your time is precious. This is a precious. Let me see how they're trying to move forward with that, because in the light of the situation that I know. I just keep hearing move forward. Go ahead and live your life. But that's easier said than done when you've been in a 20-year marriage that is now having difficulties. So I'm going to keep trying to go on that. You guys can go ahead.
So I had two cards pop out. I had the Two of Swords. So, of course, you know, making a difficult choice. But it has you wrapped up just like we were saying. Then I also got the Moon. The Moon jumped out. So it's like pick up your bootstraps and let's go, because you're drowning here.
They're definitely saying that you need to seek outside help. Like, you definitely need to go to a therapist to talk about this, or get in a group of people who are like, there's groups of people where you could go who are like going through relationship divorces and things like that. And so what they're saying is you really need to get, like, you're consumed. This situation is consuming you and you don't know how to move forward. Like, one day you're angry and like, oh my God, I want this to be over. How could he do this? He's horrible person. And then the next day it's like, I miss this person. I need somebody to take out the trash, have my coffee with. I don't have anybody to have dinner with. How could he do this? So you're on an emotional roller coaster. And so what they're saying is you need to stabilize those emotions, but it's hard. It's easier said than done. As a person who's been on that roller coaster, it's easier said than done. And so the best thing that I can tell you is that you really need to go to a therapist to just kind of walk this through. Getting a reading every week is just not going to help in any way, shape, or form, because we're just telling you what the current energy is. And if you want to get out of it, in this point, you need somebody else to show you a different light, to show you a different perspective, because you're just seeing it through the lens of your pain and not the lens of how to move forward in either way, either with this person or without this person. And so you're analyzing every single word that this person said to you in the last few months, every behavior that this person has had, every conversation that you've had, every transaction that has gone on, everywhere. Like you're putting everything under the microscope, and it's more driving you crazy and keeping you up at night. Like I feel like you're either taking sleeping pills or you're taking something that's supposed to help you go to sleep, but you're still not able to go to sleep. Like literally, the Nine of Swords is all I see over and over and over again, because you really are having a difficult time with this situation. And what they're saying is you can get a reading every week, but regardless of what we say, if you don't deal with your own spiritual and emotional needs, none of that stuff is going to matter, because it's going to be different every day, because your information, because it's chaotic. And then what came out was the Hanged Man. Right now you're stuck. You don't know which way to go. You don't know whether to go forward with this person, to go talk to this person, to confront this person, to file a divorce or whatever. You're very much stuck in a situation where you don't know what to do. So this is the Hanged Man. And you want someone to tell you it's going to work out, and then it starts to working out, because you think that if we say it's going to work out, then tomorrow he's going to call and you're going to return. And what they're saying is you're stuck right now. You have no idea how to move forward. And I do feel those feelings for you. But then this is also the Hierophant. So you're learning. You're learning how you want to be treated and how you want to move forward. What is the lesson that you're getting from this situation? And not in, oh, I shouldn't let this happen to me again. What is the true lesson for your heart? How you want to be treated, how you want to move forward, the behaviors that you did or did not agree with in this situation. What they're saying is this is your chance to take your power back, because they show me a flower budding. This is your time to be whoever you want to be and to move forward in the light of whoever you want to be, regardless of whether this was 20 years or 2 years. There's still a decision that has to be made. Do I move forward with this person, or do I start to move forward without this person? But you definitely need someone who can give you an outside perspective so you can walk out of the pain, because the only thing you see, you know how people have on rose-colored glasses and everything this person do is perfect? You have on dark gray glasses where everything is seen through the pain. Everything you show is the pain, 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 pain. And so you're not able to move forward. And what they're saying is you really need to get outside of the pain before you can even make a decision on how you want to move forward. So what else did you guys get for her? Alicia, did you say anything to her? I mean, did you read?
No. I mean, it was kind of, when I was pulling, I was like, I didn't understand it. So, of course, the Oracle card, betrayal, which I already knew about. But then
Is that the Black Widow?
Nancy, betrayal. So I knew that part. But my cards were very good, but I think she has to, like you said, I couldn't understand it because she has to work through it to get this. Because I did 2 decks. So I got 9 of cups with this one and this deck. So
again, that goes back to, how do you want to move forward? What do you want for yourself? What is your joy? How do you get there?
Because I got 9 of cups, Ace of Swords. I got Knight of Cups twice, King of Cups. And I got 9 of Pentacles. And I'm like, why am I getting this? Because she's in so much pain. And everything is revolving around wish fulfillment, dreams coming true, manifestations coming, clarity, creative expression, romance, proposals, and success and financial basically just her life lining up. But she has to move through where she is.
basically. So it's on the other side. Like your joy and everything is on the other side, but is that what you want? Is that how you're trying to, are you ready to move forward with that? And it may be that you're just not ready to decide either way, but until you do, everything is in the shadow of this situation. And again, ending of relationships are like death. It's like a funeral. So people think like, oh, you could just move on. And sometimes you can, but sometimes you can't. So it's like a death. You're mourning the relationship. Either way, you're mourning what used to be, like how it was before I found out, or you're mourning that it's just over and done with. You know, like it's completely done, or we'll never get back to where we were. Even if we get back together, we'll never be what we was. And so you have to decide, do you have enough forgiveness in you that you can let go? Because don't forgive me and then keep bringing it up over my head and keep saying, you did this, you did this. Either you're going to forgive me or you're going to let me go. Don't forgive me and then still hold that candle to me. And I do understand that you love this person, but you really do need to get
Love
some kind
yourself
of
more.
And I pulled the tower card.
So if you don't end it, Spirit's going to end it on your behalf. All right, this is a little bit heavy energy, so can we get some higher energy coming in? Ms. Viv, I'm sorry that I don't see anything good for you until you get over this hump. But Alycia saw very great things for you and the possibility of things that are to come that could be great. But again, you need to step outside of the pain, or you need to go with someone who can walk you through moving forward with the pain. And I don't know if therapy is something that you would choose to do. Even just going to a group and hearing how other people made it through or didn't make it through, that may help you too, but you definitely need to get on the other side of the pain. And I know that this is very fresh because they're showing it to me as a wound that is, and I feel like you're gathering more and more information, and the more that you do it, it's just more salt being dropped in there and it's burning and hurting more. So I feel like you're still, the information is still unfolding, like you didn't get it all at the same time. You can go ahead and add Terry T.
The paragraph.
I saw your name and I immediately thought about the surgery, and they said make sure that you understand everything that has to do with the surgery and make sure this is a necessary requirement. Because why would you need corrective jaw surgery? Like, get a second opinion and make sure that that is something that is very, very necessary that you need. Unless you're having some kind of pain or situation, then they're saying definitely you need to make sure this is something that is necessary, that's something that you want, because it feels like it's a very painful procedure or something that could have you down for a while. And then the Four of Pentacles came up, and like, is this going to cost you a lot? Like, is this going to be a costly procedure? Do you want to pay that much? Is it necessary? Is the thing that I keep hearing over and over. Is it necessary? Figure out how you want to spend that money, and is that what you want to spend it on? But they're saying definitely, they're saying please make sure that you get a second opinion and that this is something that is very necessary. They're showing me hope. You're hoping that you don't need the surgery. Is that what it is? You're hoping that, oh, maybe I don't, or maybe you'll go back one time and he'll be like, oh, well, we looked at the x-rays and we don't need it. So they're saying if you want that, you may need to get a second opinion and go to somebody else to make sure that this is something that is necessary for you, and as to why that they want that.
Find another doctor. I would not allow any doctor to perform any type of surgery on me if I feel as though they're a bit loose in the head.
Listen. So I immediately got, when I read your question, is to make sure that this is a necessary surgery, because when you need your jaw, like usually is that something that happens like when you've had an injury or car accident, somebody hit you, like your jaw's been broken, like that's a serious thing. So you really need to make sure that this is something that is necessary. And with that 4 coming out, and that thing, 1, it's going to cost, and 2, you're hoping that you don't need it. And they're saying you need to check all your resources before you sign on a dotted line and agree to having this surgery. Hey, Miss Tanisha. So that's what I got, Terry T. What else? Are you guys getting anything for Terry T?
Nothing that you haven't said already.
I don't do medical.
So that's what I got, Terry T. I don't get anything about the success of it. Spirit was immediately like, make sure it's necessary. So who's next, Crystal? Guys, the list is still open. So if you guys want to,
She said list is closed.
Oh, it's closed. Oh, then maybe it is.
Terry is crazy. I want to look good, y'all.
I want to look good too, but not to the point where you're going to reconstruct my jaw just because. Like, does your face look like? You know what I'm saying? Like, what is what is out of alignment? Are you biting your jaw? Like, and also, is your insurance going to approve it if it's not medically necessary? That's what you need to
If
check.
it's cosmetic, honey.
Because if it's cosmetic, it's going to cost you, and I'm not paying. Listen, when you talk about rewiring my jaw and breaking my jaw and doing all kinds of stuff like that, listen. I want to look good, but I don't want to be in pain. And when I have to weigh the two, pain, look good. Which you know what I'm saying? That is a little bit more pain than I want to do.
Have whatever messages.
Decide if that's really what you want to do. Whatever is meant for me. Oh my God. I'm just gonna ask what's for your greatest and highest good. Like whatever is meant for me, that is so just give me any.
You need to get some sleep. Like you need to. I feel like you need to.
Oh, go ahead. I'm sorry, Miss Kim.
I was saying I feel like you need to take a little bit better care of yourself because I immediately got exhausted. Like you need to get some rest. Take time for yourself. One thing I tell all of my clients is make that appointment for yourself. That's that one appointment that you absolutely cannot miss. You know, we take care of everybody else, but then we forget to take care of ourselves. Make yourself an appointment, that appointment that you absolutely cannot miss. You need to take care of yourself, get some sleep.
While you were saying that, I heard the job will wait. And then they said, if you die tomorrow, they're going to replace you with somebody else. They're just going to transition all your duties over to somebody else. I'm getting goosebumps.
Firsthand.
A lot of your care that you're neglecting is for your job. It seems to be that you're working over hard. And if you don't have a job, then it's for your family, but you're toiling. They're showing me you like the work of your bra. You're toiling. They're showing me the 7 of swords and the 7 of pentacles and the 8 of pentacles. And those are things where you're waiting on the fruits of your labor. Like you've put all this work in and you're waiting for your reward, or you're mastering your skills, but you're working too hard. And so the tiredness that she's getting is that you're not getting enough rest. And what I heard immediately when she said, make sure you make an appointment that you can't forget or that you won't forget, is that if you die today, then they'll definitely replace you with somebody else. And at most, they might send a flower to your family, and they might, but the job will be there. The job will understand. So you need to definitely prioritize your health over that job because it'll be there.
I ain't got my tickets yet, Mr. Clinton.
Exactly. John Bill Clinton, welcome to the chat. Is the marriage proposal still on? The proposal is a ticket to Arizona, as I understand it.
It's a proposal gift.
The proposal gift. Oh, it's a bag. It's a gift. It's a pre-gift. Like they say, give me a push gift when I push out this kid. Then this is a pre-gift. This is your dowry for me.
How disrespectful! We're supposed to be getting proposed, and you.
How you gonna try to get married to Kim and then telling her about underwear? First of all, that's your problem for buying your ex some underwear.
That's fine.
Listen, what my grandma always say, don't buy a man shoes because he'll walk right out your life. Let me tell you how I found that was not true, because I bought this dude some shoes who I wanted, and he ain't go nowhere. I wanted him to walk right on out, and it did not work.
But it's fine. You can get her the underwear. We'll check to see if she's going to come around. But when I get on the plane, I need to turn left. Okay.
Also, for Miss Courtney, I pulled an adventure card for you. So what this is telling me is your routine is like we can basically clock you. You get up at 8:05, breakfast is at 8:32, you in the car by 9:07, you clocking in, we know your routine. What this is saying is life is so short. An adventure does not have to be overseas, yeah, I would love for my adventure to be to Tahiti. But maybe your adventure is taking a day off and having a spa day just for you. And nobody, you're not at work. Nobody can predict what you're doing. Take some time to have some adventures just for you. I also put this one, cosmic power. I found your question very interesting because you said, may I have whatever messages? A lot of people ask questions, but the way you asked that question tells me that spirit has been trying to contact you, and you get different signs, you get the synchronicity of numbers, but you don't want to, you want somebody else to tap into it for you without you having to tap in yourself. And you don't want, you kind of say, well, if I don't do it, then it really won't count. Stop being afraid of your power.
Or you have somebody else to blame. Well, she said it. I didn't say it. She said it.
Right. Because you can tap
in. Are you still here? Because you're not making any comments.
I don't see her. Parking lot. Find out if Courtney's still here. I don't think so.
Y'all so dry today. What is y'all cooking, or what is y'all doing? Like, I thought the winter weather or the cold chill would bring y'all into the house and y'all would be full of comments and stuff. But y'all so dry. Like y'all feel. I feel like y'all get like I am the judge. And like we are the judges, and we are giving y'all
life sentence.
What is the problem, people?
I don't know. But I can't stop thinking about Alicia's twice baked potatoes. That's for dinner tomorrow.
For Courtney, I got this. This is the 5 of Cups, and you're thinking about the things that you don't have. Like maybe you're saving for a car, or you're working toward a goal, and the only thing you're thinking about is the things that you want instead of the things that you already have. And so they're saying, think about your health. Your health is good right now. If you want to maintain it, then you need to do things that you need to help move it forward. And so whatever messages you're receiving for spirit, I do hear that is true. Like you do need to lean into them and to understand what you're receiving. And then 2, you are working too hard. That's why Miss Kim felt exhausted, and that you are giving too much of your power to your job. Like you're too focused on it. And there needs to be a balance. You don't have a work-life balance is how they're showing it to me. Everything is work. Like I feel like you have a work phone and you have to answer calls after work. And there's just too much. You're not having a good work-life balance. And you may need some Kundalini release too.
Honey, let me tell you. Hey, we here for a good time, honey. Do you understand me?
Listen, they showed it to me like one good release, and you might change your life. Stay with me, and I will bless you, honey. That's all I'm just saying. Is you may have a different outlook on life if you get a little boom boom.
Find you a good baby leg.
What she say, a baby leg? Do you know what a baby leg look like in reference to that? A baby leg. Hello, children. That's all I'm just saying. Woo!
And let me tell you something. If it's been a while, honey, in the words of Sherman Clump, in Grandma Clump, make your head blow off. Courtney, let me tell you.
Listen. Save a horse, ride a cowboy. That's all I'm saying. Listen, you know how bad you gotta need it for spirit to show me that you need some release, some like a water hose just being like, psh. Listen, even the spirit world knows that you need to get legs.
That's crazy. But girl, just look, just when they come in the bedroom, have a mask and a little breather. Say you about to take a dive in this ocean.
Lord, have mercy.
That'll get you some sleep.
Right. Be knocked
Ride
out.
all the rides.
Be knocked out. I'm not hollering. I'm just emphatically telling Courtney that it's some stuff. Why are you
That might
asking
have been
me?
me hollering. I'm sorry.
No, she talking about me. Why are you hollering? I forgot she's normally at work. So I got the apartment to myself. I know you off today, Mama.
Hey, honey in the background.
I know.
Hey, I'm
How are you?
good. How are you?
We're good. You're live.
Oh,
She's about, I thought it was just y'all. No, girl.
It is just us and all our viewers.
And everybody else. Yeah, Courtney.
So Miss Courtney finds you a 1-night stand or a 2-night stand or a 3-month get around, a hop along, or break him down.
Or you can go to Manchester and visit John, Bill Clinton.
Exactly.
And when you get there, make him get my tickets.
Listen, if you go to Minnesota, where all the black men obviously are, or where all the men are, because Crystal can't stop telling me about the people that are there. I wonder if they just shipping everybody to Minnesota. Listen, people, am I the only one who think of Minnesota and you don't think that there's no men there? Like everybody just all the time got on a full parker with a big hood.
Can I just say,
burrowing through the snow at all time. Huh?
I didn't know it was black people in Minnesota.
Exactly. So when Crystal said that, I'm like, for real, Crystal?
Oh, she was the only one.
Exactly. Like you the only little speck of dot in the whole area. Like we don't believe that there are men there. And we definitely don't believe that there are black men there. But if you say that they're there, then listen, I was looking up flights. They only $25 because people don't believe, because nobody goes to Minnesota. Like, seriously, people. And because it's gonna be like another wonder of the world because I just don't believe the things that she is saying.
My friend told me it's a bunch of retired Navy vets up in Arlington, up in Virginia, outside of
Richmond. Because of all of the military bases, yeah.
Shilome, you're wondering what sign the man is that you're seeing. You could just ask him. I'm not answering that question. I'm not even going through that. Ask him when his birthday is or what his sign is. That's a simple question. My spirit guys looked at me like, if you do it, I will leave. Like, that is a ridiculous question. So, Miss Shilome, you need to ask him what he is. And spirit guys are like, I'm not even.
Kim, don't feed it. All right. Up next. So, Courtney, it is your job.
I cannot stand John Bill Clinton. He is going straight to hell.
Is Jocelyn here?
I might already be there, but you're definitely going to hell, John Bill. He said, my ex bought me some Viagra and it got stuck in my throat and I ended up with a stiff neck. Listen. Wait, but what you do with that neck when it was stiff? What that mouth do? That's all I'm saying. Hey. You got a stiff neck. Don't waste that Viagra.
All right, we have reached that part of the broadcast.
Listen, if your neck is strong in second place, it can handle some weight.
Make sure everybody is cleaning up in the room.
Strong neck.
It's that part of the broadcast. It's about all children.
You got a strong neck. You said your neck was stiff. Just lay there and take it, then. Take that. Stiff neck. Something's stiff. Something's up. Something's up.
Okay. He like you.
All right. Okay? Oh, praise the Lord. Let me read this soliloquy we got here.
Wait a minute. Who we got? Lily. Are my blocks again? Wait, what?
So it looks like she put up blocks against her ex so he can't find her. And she wants to know if they're going to hold or is he going to get past those blocks?
Ooh, I'm gonna
do you mean spiritually or like because there's a lot of different ways that could take this question. Listen, I don't know what kind of phone service y'all have, but when I block somebody, they are not allowed to get through it any way, shape, or form. Like, what kind of people are y'all meeting, and what are y'all giving these people that are making them just be stalking y'all to the point where y'all
Well,
can't get away from them? Like,
Lily, how old are you? Are you like you don't have to give exact, but like are you like under
are you
25 or over
18?
25?
Stephanie Shay, take your birthday out. We
Is
do
that
It's
not
Willie?
Willie.
have any birthdays, but Stephanie Shay put her birthday in her too. Do not take
That's
your
Willie's birthday.
oh Willie's birthday out.
Willie. His number, our mutual friends, and blocked him on social media.
Okay.
I mean,
But
there's
then if
always
he's not, okay.
right, but there's always ways around being blocked. If he wanted to get to you on social media, I mean, he absolutely could.
So are you saying, like, are you just asking like, are you just asking for possibilities? Because I don't get that this person is bothering you anyway. You want to know if he's trying to bother you, honey. That's what you want to know, if he's still trying to get to you. You want to know if he's still interested. You don't care about the blocks. What you want to know is he
Is
still
he
interested?
trying?
Just ask, is he trying? I get no, he's not trying to get to you. And I can
I,
ask the pendulum.
I get that too. That's why I
Is
asked.
Lillian's ex still trying to contact her in
Excuse
any
me.
way? And I get a no. Honey, you do realize we're psychic. So you guys sit up here and put these questions in there the way you want. And Spirit's going to tell me. So no, he's not trying to contact you in any way. You
Said he
want to
was
know if he's trying to contact you. No,
Well,
he's not. He's moved on.
she's saying
And
he
he's
was
not-
abusive, but the
Okay,
point
but they're
is,
saying that he's not trying to get to you.
if he was trying, he definitely could. So if he hasn't gotten to you yet, then no, he's not trying.
No, he's
and
I
not
mean,
trying
that's
to.
just a common
I'm not trying to
sense
be and I'm not
question.
trying to be funny. You talking about block him on your phone and social media. Have you gotten what is that? A
A
restraining order?
restraining order?
A B-52, you gotten the police involved. If this, if he was abusive and he hurt you, you make sure he cannot hurt you anymore. So
I still get that she still wants to know if he still cares. Like, even when people are abusive to us, sometimes we still want to know if they still care. So I still get that she still, even though he was that way, she still wants to know if he's even, if he wants, or if he just moved on or used her or moved on. And he seemed to have moved on to another lady. So I get that he's not trying to contact you. That's what I got. I asked Pendulum and they said no. And the sense that I'm getting is that he's not trying to contact you. You can move on with your life. But in this sense, they're making it seem like you wanted to know for your own, esteem. Like, is he still trying? Is he still thinking about me? Does he still want me? How does he feel about me? Is how the question should have been, but you asked it in that way to garner some sympathy. Y'all do know that we are going to the spirits. Like, I'm not just making these answers up. I literally go to my guides and they tell me this information. And the way that they're giving me the information is that you were kind of have a bleeding heart and you kind of wanted to know if he was still interested in you or if he was still trying to get to you. Even though you said he was abusive, you still wanted to know if he still had any feelings or wanted to get to you.
And I just personally, I don't understand like why you would care if if he's trying, like if he still cares if he was abusive, because immediately I started to feel like my nose is hurting, like I'm getting a bloody nose. Like my nose is about to start bleeding, like it's burning. And so
She said, "Of course, I still love him." Let me tell you this: when you hit me, every ounce of love in me is gone. You only got one time to hit me. I do not love anybody who hits me. You know what I'm saying? As soon as you hit me, oh, this relationship is over. We're done, because you obviously don't like this face. This face obviously is causing you some kind of torment that you don't want to see. And let's just end that. I don't love anybody who hits me, honey. Not in the
yeah,
least. I love me so much that if you even
thank
look
you.
like you want to hit me, we might have a problem.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say, Lily. This is one of those cases where you truly have to learn how to love yourself. Because if you loved yourself, if you had a child, if you had a daughter and you loved your daughter and you found out that her boyfriend was hitting her, what would you say to your daughter?
And when you say abusive, to me, that's not one time. That's something that they did. You know, it
And he's
seems like
physical. And he's physical because I
had to
feel
do
my nose.
more than one time. Like he didn't just hit you once. And if it's to the restraining order point, I don't care if you're trying to get to me. And I get it. Love is not an on and off switch, but when you start punching me and hitting me, it is
That's
an
not
on and
love,
off.
sweetie.
I love, listen, nothing makes the vagina dry up faster than somebody punching me.
And that's not love. If he's hitting you, he doesn't love you.
I don't want you on top of me. I don't want you in the same room with me. And if you go to sleep, I might stab you in the throat. No, we are not having that situation. It might be the burning bed. I'm never going to, try to find out if this person wants to be with me. And I do understand it. And you may just need to go to a group of people who's been like, I don't understand why y'all so opposed to therapy, because I'll be on somebody's couch just laid out and another thing. My therapist would be like, Angie, you got to go. Like just stretched out on the couch, eating popcorn, telling you my whole life. And then this happened and then that happened. Listen, y'all be so opposed to therapy. Let me lay down and tell you everything. You want to know and you about to help me fix my life? You want to be Iyanla, girl, I'm about to let it go.
And maybe therapy it probably is expensive, but if you reported stuff to the police, they should have some resources for you. Normally they have resources for like domestic violence situations, things like that, where you can get some resources and get some help for,
and even like if you work, if you work, your job might actually have resources available for you that's anonymous, and your insurance should pay for therapy.
Try to see, your job should have EAP, Employee Assistance Program. So on your job, you should have an EAP. Usually with insurance, there's an EAP, Employee Assistance Program. And normally they do have, sometimes you can get up to 5 counseling sessions free. And then you could use your insurance after that.
And let me say this. I went to a therapist after my grandmother died, and she said the exact same thing that my family members have said, but coming from her, it sounds so different. This is a person that's outside of the situation. I've explained everything to her from my point of view, and she's still saying it the exact same way that everybody else said it. Maybe I need to look at this differently. Maybe all of these people and her are right, but it was just her saying it, like saying, hey, you need to value yourself. You need to love yourself. You need to blah, blah, blah. Whatever it was that she was saying at that time, it made so much sense. And I was just like, And it only took $300 an hour for her to say that. But all I'm saying is you may want to go to a group for people who've been abused. Let me tell you, our Tuesday nights, and I'm not saying come to our Tuesday nights because there is no way that we're talking about that kind of situation, but I'm saying our Tuesday night sessions are sometimes therapy for me. Like we come in there, we're all like-minded people. We're all people who share in this metaphysical journey, and some days are high, some days are low. You can sense when my energy's up or when my energy's down, when I'm having a bad day or when I'm not. And so sometimes that's this therapy for me to hear that other people understand, have a different perspective, and just all of those different things. And sometimes it's just having a community of people that support you. So even if it's through like a virtual group, a lot of people don't want to go into a domestic violence thing because you don't want people to know that you've been, you're embarrassed, or you don't want people to know you've gone through that. There's online groups sometimes that you can join. There's lots of resources. We are in a digital age where you can look up buttercup and get 4,000 different definitions of what a buttercup is. Like, and so you can find the resources if that's what you want. A lot of people are coming out here for readings when what you really need is community. You need somebody who is community, who's in your corner, but who's not judgy. Sometimes our family will say, well, girl, you need to leave him. Girl, I know this, and girl, I know that. And that's not what you want to hear. What you want to hear is, you know what, I understand you're hurting. I understand you love this person, but value yourself more. So in that light, I'm not bashing that person and telling you should leave him. He's no good for you. What I am saying is consider yourself more. So sometimes it's a balance of how you receive the information. Not like I learned that from dealing with some of my friends. Sometimes they would vent to me about their boyfriends or whatever, and they didn't want me to be like, girl, I would never. Girl, I would. Well, first of all, I don't know if I would never would be true because I haven't been in that situation. Like a lot of people will be like, oh, I can't go nowhere. I don't go on no trip without my husband. or I can't go unless my husband say. I can't tell you that that's a behavior that I wouldn't have because I don't have a husband and I never had a husband. So I don't know what that level of commitment is. I don't know if every decision I make will have to do with my husband or if I will have to go through my husband. I just haven't been through that situation. So that is something I couldn't advise you on personally, but sometimes it's that outside perspective that you need. And so maybe you need somebody who's not family to be like, hey, love yourself.
Well,
And
if you want him,
oh, go ahead. I'm sorry.
if you want him to feel remorse and you just need that friend that's going to show up with the baseball bat, call me.
But
He'll
see,
feel remorse.
Listen,
but
get
also,
over that. Abusers don't
yeah,
ever feel remorse. They just move on to the next person that they can pound on.
Lily,
Let that go. If that's going to be the source of your healing, you're going to be broken for a long time, honey. There's a lot of people who've kicked me when I down and didn't give a damn. They didn't say I'm sorry. They didn't make any kind of gesture. And then even when they said it, it didn't even make a difference because so what?
And I'm not trying to be funny. A lot of times we sit there waiting for an apology that we will never get.
Never get.
And we let that hold us back. I want them to know. I want to know that they're sorry.
Forgive that person for yourself
I've had
and move
somebody
on.
tell me they were sorry for the things they did, and I just looked at them like, you were a complete waste of time. And the apology didn't even mean anything. It didn't hold any weight to know that this person was remorseful for whatever they did, because I knew that the only reason they were remorseful is because now their life was turning upside down. They didn't truly feel remorse for what they did to me when they were doing whatever they were doing to me. What they felt remorse for is because they thought, oh, I did this bad stuff to her. Now I know what it feels like. I want to say I'm sorry. No, you should have been remorseful for what you actually did for me, not because you're now experiencing what I'm experiencing. Move on. Listen, honey, get therapy. Definitely go to a group. I'm not even being funny. Literally go to a group and get some, clarity from a group and talk to some people and then move forward. No, I'm not reading that person. Or unless they have a different question. Because I already told them no. They asked what sign their person was. Oh, I think the next question was, how does this person feel? So I'll answer that question, but not what your sign is.
And this just popped out of my deck, the wheel. So basically, the future is yours. You make those changes. Don't look back. It's you. The future is yours. It can be.
And then you already know that the apology would be fake, then move on. Like, I understand, sometimes we think that that's what we need. I need closure. I need to know that this person is sorry. You don't have to need to know they're sorry. Listen, today, I'm gonna show y'all my dark side. Somebody asked me about one of my exes, and I said, I literally hope that person fall down in the well and break their leg, and they don't find him until all the skin is gone away. And they was like, oh yeah, I know you do have a dark side. I do. Like, I am not always
Angie, we sisters.
Listen, I'm just saying. You know what I'm saying?
We sisters on the dark side.
Hard that you fall down a hill, that you break your leg, that you just literally just hurt yourself. Just, you know what I'm saying? I'm not loving light all the time. Sometimes I wish a motherfucker would, or I wish that you would roll down the hill and break your neck. I'm just not loving light all the time.
My kid's father, of course, an ex, he had a heart attack and he's only working with 30% of his heart. So he was on the phone.
The Lord I serve does wrong.
He was on the phone with my daughter, and I overheard him say something slick, and it just like snapped. I just went off. I was like, "Bitch, go take a run around the damn block and die."
Listen, I will come over there and unplug that oxygen machine and run down the street with you chasing me, watching you, the last bit of your life just fall out of you. Literally hold that oxygen machine like this. Just, you ain't getting out another night.
Like I used to tell Leia's father, if you was on fire, I wouldn't even piss to put it out.
Listen.
Everybody a favor.
Sometimes you need that little bit of hate to fuel you. Sometimes it takes that hate. I'm so not loving life right now. But sometimes that's what gets you to move on. Like, this MS wasn't even worth my time. Let me move on. And sometimes you need to think through those dark moments so you don't act on those dark moments. Like, sometimes I just sit and think of, just different ways to decapitate this person or just bag up over this person and not see them. Like, oh, I didn't even see you back there. Jesus Christ, you just under my car. Like sometimes those are just little treats for me during the day. Just like you're an awful person. And I just think of awful ways for you to die.
Yes, sometimes I can be awful.
Exactly. And that's
You
okay
don't
to
like
feel
it?
that way.
Then
I'm not
don't
always
try
loving
to
nice.
side.
Sorry, people. Miss Lily, and see, I like that you're laughing. Like we're using humor. Like sometimes you just need to laugh. And literally sometimes I'll be thinking like, you need to bash Mr. Head open and think about heaven later. Like I literally be wanting to just take one
That's
of
what
those
I'm saying. If you need that friend with the come with the baseball bat,
and go over to my son's dad's house and be like, hey, break everything up in here and give you one lump or two. Like you are the most wasted time, but then I don't because I also am not made for jail.
Not at all.
Listen, I can't be in jail. They don't let you wear this hair in jail. They made little Kim take her weave out, and we had to see her natural hair. I cannot go to jail, people. I need the hair. And if they tell me to pull it back, what you go get is
let's not talk about jail stories.
Exactly.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, so
I knew it.
What happened
wait,
was,
you can't don't say jail story and then be like, I did 5 years in Sing Sing. What?
No, I don't think she did. You was at the local.
So what? Yeah. So what had happened was, I didn't pay. No, I didn't go to court for a daggone dentist bill. So they issued a warrant, and they came to my house. They were like, "Okay, well, you just have to turn yourself in by this date." Blah blah blah. I was like, "Turn myself in? What? I gotta go to jail?" So I went, and I was a little bit younger, so I was always real cute. And I had to take a picture with my card, and I'm like, with my number. And then we went to a cell.
What kind of dentists or people y'all be using that they done send loan sharks out to get your money?
So then they put me in a cell, right? And thank God I was in a cell by myself. And I was like, "Excuse me, I have to use the bathroom."
They like turn
and
around.
The guard looked at me. It was like, "The toilet's right there." I said, "Where?" He said, "That little hole right there." I said, "Oh no, I hold it. I'm
He like, you gonna be holding it for a long time. You better squat. Listen, you better squat.
But I wasn't in there long. Huh?
How long was you in there?
Girl, I was in there for like 2 hours.
It
was still jail. I don't care. My freedom was not there.
Hey, and I get it, Tim, because listen, anytime in jail is too much. My TV went out, and I thought they had moved me back to the 1800s. I thought I was gonna go in the kitchen and have to turn some butter because my TV was out. The TV blew out.
The crazy thing is, this is how serious it was. They ain't even take my purse from me. I'm sitting in jail with my purse and my cell phone. I was like, "Y'all, I'm in jail. I'm in jail." But guess what? I ain't never going back. Hell no.
Listen.
Don't do nothing around me because I'm telling. I ain't going to jail. I'm telling.
I have a cousin who was in jail my whole life. Like all my life. I can remember, this was back in the day, our family preparing dinner and going to the campsite where he was to take him like the holiday dinner because he was in jail. And then he decided which other guards could have food and which ones couldn't. And when I say food, like my family was so proud to have this big ass container of food and just bringing out plates and dishes and food. First of all, why are you taking a child to a prison camp to have dinner with somebody who obviously did the crime that they are in there for?
Bill, you're right. Bill Clinton, because if I don't get my plane tickets,
what did he say?
Won't be the last time.
But Miss Lillian, I hope that at least made you laugh and made you feel good. Like literally, sometimes when I'm having a bad day, or when I think about how easy my son's father has it and how hard I have it, I will just put on a comedy and just laugh at some stuff and just enjoy the laughter of it all. Sometimes a good laugh is just what you need. So that is all that we're saying, is just kind of laugh a little and enjoy life. And sometimes, that'll take you out of that mode, or just think of different ways, like just draw pictures of different ways that you could just squash them like a beetle, or you can get your revenge. Because sometimes listen, let me tell you a movie that I like enough with Jennifer Lopez, because what she do, she whooped his what at the end of that movie. Look, when she took that thing and she was like, and she let him have it, listen, everything in me was like, hallelujah. Like he got exactly what he deserved. And sometimes you just need to need to watch a lady getting over. Like the burning bed is a motivation. Listen, you start acting up, I might have to put the burning bed on so you would know. Keep
or
on
play
talking.
grit ball.
Keep on talking. So you might just need to watch some nice movies that are oh girl, enough is good. J Lo, she meet this guy, she was a waitress and he was, all big money, and it was a setup between him and his friends, and girl, he started abusing her, and she like, oh, okay, no, this ain't gonna happen. And she had a little, and she listen, she went right into workout mode. And when I say she let him have it, sometimes you just need to watch somebody whooping somebody else's tail, and that makes you feel better. So just again, Miss Lily, just have fun and just enjoy, enjoy life, and try to move forward with a group of people who make you laugh and not dwell on the bad times. I do feel like maybe you're having, hey, Don, we're happy to see you. Maybe you're having a time where you're a little bit lonely and just missing, what some of the good times, because not all relationships, even with Ike and Tina, I'm saying, there were good times and bad times. Sometimes he was loving and sometimes he wasn't. So maybe you're just missing some of the good times and forgetting about how bad it was. And sometimes you just need somebody to give you a different perspective on life. And then you think, I don't deserve this. You know what I'm saying? Like her one friend that introduced her to chanting and Buddhism, that was probably the best thing that she could do for her, because she found her inner strength. And you may just need to find your inner strength. I was just telling our Tuesday night group that now when I go to bed, I used to go to bed watching the news or Friends or some kind of show. And so now I just put on a meditation, and it just tells me that I'm 145 pounds. It tells me that I'm 145 pounds, that my body is releasing fat, that my body is aligned. So sometimes you just need to listen to things that programs your mind to think a different way. And I have made different choices. Again, I took my vitamins with Red Apple's L. I wasn't even taking vitamins before that, people. I at least took a vitamin. Don't discount my progress, people. I at least took a vitamin. That's all I'm trying to say, people. Oh my God.
Oh, okay. Goodness, Dawn.
Adriana, I am 41 and single. My mother says I'm too old to have a child. I mean, that's just would want me, will I have a baby of my own? And I'm not even trying to discredit you, but just think of biology. Like, you may have to go through extraordinary circumstances to do it. And then again, you might not. Like, you might just end up pregnant. I don't know. I do feel like it is a very tense situation for you. So even if you had somebody that you were dating, it seems like it would be like the egg seem like they're literally showing me your fallopian tubes and your eggs just shaking because they were afraid that there's so much, you're putting so much pressure on your body biologically to have it done. And they're showing me the scene on Sex in the City where Charlotte wanted to have that baby with that guy so bad. And so, she kept trying to do this and she kept trying to, do in vitro. I don't know if she did in vitro, but she really wanted to have a baby. That's all she really wanted. So then they decided to adopt a baby, and then she ended up getting pregnant naturally because she took so much pressure off of her own body. So sometimes, like, people don't understand that your thoughts cause physical symptoms in you. Sometimes, those negative thoughts or those things that eat away at you can cause cancer, can cause illnesses, can cause high blood pressure, can cause, all those things, all those illnesses sometimes are in the mind. And so maybe you just need to take your pressure off of you. And as mean as it was what your mom said, yeah, my cousin said something to me like that a long time ago. Like, I was young. I didn't have my first son until I was 30. Then I didn't adopt my daughter until I was 25. And so my cousin told me, men look at you, and this is so mean. He said, men look at you like something is wrong with you when you ain't had no kids, because I didn't have no kids. And I thought that was a good thing. Like, oh, I ain't got no kids. I ain't got no responsibilities. I'm living life free. Any man should want to be with me. And my cousins married chicks that had like 4 kids, 3 kids. Like, they married somebody who already had kids and then had kids with them. And I used to be like, well, why don't nobody want me? And he said, men look at you differently when you don't have children. Not that was, that was not any kind of recommendation in any way for the situation that you're going through. And I'm pretty sure hearing that from me did not help you in any way. So let me back this train.
So, Andrea, Angie was 10,000% right about the stress that you put in on your body and the way that your body, how your mind and your body are connected with stress and disease and illness and everything. And it sounds like your mother is a big part of your stress. And it's okay to love your family from afar. It's
Listen, there
okay.
are cousins that I see in the street that I will not even acknowledge. You will not know. Because I know
It
you
doesn't
come, mama.
it doesn't mean that you don't love your mother. It just means that you have to look out for you and do what's best for you. And if what's doing best for you is putting some distance in between you and your mother so that you can live your life, then
Listen, Andrea, I don't have a boyfriend either, but I am still open to somebody who's here for a good time and not a long time. Like you're sitting in the pain, you're sitting in the I don't have a boyfriend, nobody wants me, nobody. You know what? I wouldn't want you either. Why would I want to be why would I attract to somebody? I'm high energy. I want to, be in a relationship. I want to do fun things, and then I meet you, and it's, hey, I haven't been in a relationship in a long time. I'm scared. I don't know what to do. I don't want to be with you. I want to be with somebody who's open to being in a relationship, not just saying it, but mentally you're ready for a relationship. Sometimes the isolation that spirit puts you through is because you need it and you're not ready mentally to move forward. Consider the fact that ask your spirit guides, am I in this situation because I'm not ready to move forward in love? What is it that I need to do to move forward in love? How do I attract what it is that I want? Those are the questions you should be asking, not, oh, am I ever going to have a kid? Am I ever going to be in a relationship? All of those things are possible. You could be in a relationship where somebody's kicking your ass every day. You're not dealing with any of those situations. So the better question you should be asking yourself or your guides or your prayers or what you're writing down is, how can I heal so that I can prepare myself for a relationship? How do I get out of this slump that I am where I'm feeling like I'm not worthy? How do I make myself feel worthy? What is it that I need to do to move forward? So those are the kinds of questions you should be asking. A relationship and a child is possible for all people. I mean, for all situations. And then you seem to be stuck on the word biological. My first child that I had, I adopted, then I gave birth to a child. So you're very stuck on it. Are you saying that you wouldn't love this? You wouldn't love a child as much if it wasn't your biological child than if it was your child? Like, I get it. A lot of people want to go through that birth thing, but I didn't enjoy being pregnant. If I am honest about it, I was very sick when I was doing pregnant. Pregnancy, listen, that's 9 months that I didn't get to drink any wine, and you may not see it. I don't understand people who's just like, oh, I just love being pregnant. It was just the greatest thing ever. And it was just growing. Come get this thing. Come, listen. I literally told my doctor, can you put him in an incubator and I'll be back when he's done. He really wanted to get me evaluated for a mental health situation. Listen, I was tired of being pregnant, people. 9 months is a long time to have something growing inside you and taking over your body, because let's just be real about it. Basically, the baby, it's all what the baby needs, all what the baby wants. Taking calcium on my teeth falling out. I gotta have a special diet. I gotta take shots. It's all about what the baby wants, and not to discourage you in any way, but you said my own biological child. You can have another child. You can have a biological child that you didn't carry. Maybe you get a surrogate. Like sometimes your body just isn't capable of carrying a baby, so you still have eggs. I literally just saw Jennifer Aniston say the other day on TV, she wished a friend would have told her to freeze her eggs because she doesn't have children right now. And she's like, had they told me to freeze my eggs, I would have frozen my eggs and then got a surrogate later in life. And so, just because you think that you want to be pregnant, that doesn't mean that you don't have to have a biological. My sister has offered to carry my child if I wanted another one, but let me tell you this, I love sleep and I don't want another little. My son is 16. 16. Can you imagine me getting up in the middle of the night trying to put a bottle in somebody's mouth? It might be a red apple ale bottle. Like, I'm just upset right now. Do not put a newborn in my hands, people. I'm too old for this. And then I always think, how old will I be when a kid graduates? At 18 today.
Look at what Miss Linda said. I got pregnant with my second after
4 weeks after giving birth to my first.
Woo!
Well, you're supposed to wait 6 weeks.
Oh,
Miss
let me
Linda.
tell you this. My uncle and my mama are 11 months apart. My uncle was born in November and my mama was born the next October. So my grandmama was not playing games. Then she was the Bible Belt with me, just long skirts all the way down to your knees and tights all the way up to your stomach. And you done had a child in November and October. First of all, people.
But seriously, Andrea, if you want to get pregnant, have a child, you have to get rid of the stress in your life, because I'm not going to say it's not possible, but it's difficult for your body to support another living being if it's barely supporting you because of your stress. I mean, people have done it, but
Hey, I saw somebody on the news the other day. They were celebrating 1 year.
me
Um,
either, Crystal.
they were celebrating 1 year of the baby being born. The wife was 50, husband was 61 when she had her. Now she's 51.
Crystal said that Janet Jackson had a baby at 50. Janet Jackson also has a whole team of people who can get up with that baby at night. At 50, if I got to get up and breastfeed or anything, it's just not going to be looking good for you, child. You really need somebody who is going to come in and take care of you because I'm just unfit right now. I'm just so unfit. But
it's
good
possible.
luck. It is possible. Like, I mean, anything's possible. Like, you can manifest it if you want to, if that's what you want to, but you have to get out of that woe is me. Like, they are continuously showing me Eeyore because you're stuck in that. I haven't been in a relationship. Like I said, I haven't been in a relationship, as in we've been in a committed relationship in several years, but I have had a good time. Not a long time.
Wow.
So maybe you need to have a good time. Listen, what the dude our friend say? He said maybe you should try getting drunk. That's how a whole bunch of girls at high school got pregnant. So maybe you should just get drunk and have at it. That's all I'm saying. Miss Linda says she never breastfed the pregnancy. Listen, I did breastfeed, but I didn't like my sister thought I was doing it because I love my son so much. I literally have read an article that said that you burn more calories if you breastfeed from making the milk than regular feeding. So that's why I did it. It's always about me. Like,
Where was those articles when I had my kids?
Exactly. I was like, oh, so I could burn more calories. So that's why I breastfeed. It had nothing to do with all this nutrition. I mean, it turned out good and he was, a very healthy baby and he didn't get sick a lot. And, I feel like he's mentally, very stellar as far as like his education and stuff like that. But I literally did not have any good intentions when I decided to breastfeed. It had nothing to do with his nurturing and all to do with the amount of calories that I was trying to burn to lose his baby weight.
Well, Andrea, if only rich people in your country can come to America, they just giving kids away.
And let me say this, that's
Go
not
to
true.
to the Mexico
My
border.
first daughter I adopted, it was a relative who was having some issues. See, you are negating we're giving you things and the first thing you did was negate. There's a lot of kids in foster care who need somebody to take care of them. It's not a long process. It's you being picky about what you want. You want a child biologically, and so nothing else matters to you. And so everything that we're telling you, you're saying no to. I have a friend who's actually right now who's going through in vitro. She lost both of her tubes. She still has eggs, but she got pregnant twice in her tubes and it destroyed her tubes. And so she can't drop the eggs into her uterus, but she's having the thing, and she did a GoFundMe. So if for no other reason, that's a good idea for a GoFundMe. People doing GoFundMes to make Kanye a billionaire. If you really wanted to go through that situation, that's a good idea for a GoFundMe to help pay for your medical expenses while you're trying to get pregnant. There's a lot of things. What you're not going to get here is a pity party, but what you are going to get is sound examples. We told you about adoption. We told you about surrogates. We told you about all these things, and all you're doing is shooting them down. So obviously you're not of the mindset where you're ready to move forward. And would you be a good parent at this time in the mindset that you are? And think about if you're still under the negative influence of your mom, is that what you want to bring your child into? You have to think about everything. Are you financially ready to have a child? Can you take care of a child financially? Let me tell you this, daycare costs $1,200 a month for a newborn, just so you know. Newborns are like $300.
Is that right?
$300.
Here's a little bit more.
Yeah, and that was back then. It might be more than that, but $1,200 a month for daycare. Are you ready to pay that? Can you buy them diapers? Can you buy
It's
that
more.
formula? Can you
It's more
afford
because
that
let me
time
tell
off?
you, I was about to open up a daycare center with my sister, but I had to think about it because I don't like kids.
Exactly. So
And I
you
got
may be
5.
saying that's what you want, but you need to think about it. Like, listen, I'm not opposed to having another child, as in physically having a child in the house. I'm opposed to giving birth to another child. Like, I will adopt a child in a minute. Like, if there's a child in need, you can give me one of them littles, but they have to be self-sufficient. If you want some juice, you need to be able to go into the refrigerator and get a juice box and put a straw in there, because I may be hungover and I can't keep getting up out the bed giving you a bottle of juice. I'm just saying, I'm realistic in my life right now, and a little would
Angie,
just be on its own right
in the
now.
middle of the night, the baby needs milk, not juice.
See, $350 a week. The people are telling you, even though you think that that's what you want, you know what I'm saying? But babies need you 24/7. And you saying, oh, at 41, listen, at 40, whatever I am right now, you do. I listen. A little will be abandoned. Like, please, somebody come get this child. Y'all talk about bringing something to the bridal shower. What you need to be giving me is gift certificates for time that you're going to be here at night when this child wake up. I can't be taking care of this kid by myself. If I have a baby now, I really do need a village.
Who next, Crystal?
Seashell. Where are they giving away free building space for businesses? Because maybe I need to come there.
I immediately heard a no, but let me do the pendulum. And my ear is itching, so spirit is giving me. There's something about the way you wrote the proposal. You didn't put enough, like you weren't detailed enough in your proposal. There's something about the way you wrote the proposal. Did you get a no too?
No, my pendulum broke.
But you got a no, Alicia.
Yeah, this is Pendizzle. Let's see.
Is Seashells going to be approved for the free building space? And I gotta know. There's something about the way you wrote the proposal. So you're either going to need to resubmit it or rewrite. Like there's something about the way that you asked for it. And I gotta know that you're not going to be approved for it.
Hey, do you see the names going across the bottom? It's showing who's next and when you're coming up. You done asked like 10 times if you can be next.
She might not be on the list. Oh,
She
you're on the
is.
list. You're
He
on the
put-
list, Steve. Look at the bottom of the scroll and see where you are on the list.
Hey, Miss Liz.
So sorry, Miss
Okay, but yes, you're
Michelle.
on the list. You got a couple in front of you.
You can't see the list. I can see it on the TV and I can see it here. So are you on a device that isn't showing you?
You have three
But I
people
gotta
in
know,
front of you.
Seashells, but I didn't get that it was a hard no. I get that you could reapply or you can fix whatever the issue is. Like they'll explain to you, I guess, why you didn't get it, or you can inquire as to why you didn't get it. But I'm getting that not a hard no, but you can go back again and retry. So I'm not getting a hard no. No, you cannot ask a different question.
And if you can't see the thing scrolling, I apologize.
She said I got an old Android. Maybe that's why. Well, on the phone, ooh, it depends. If you have it, because I watch Angie and Don on my phone on Wednesdays. If you have it taking up the whole screen, then you won't be able to see the stuff at the bottom.
I also get Seashells that you don't have a business plan, like you don't have a sound business plan, like you're kind of like it seems like you went in like kind of willy-nilly, and that's the word that they're using. You just kind of threw caution to the wind and you didn't really have a sound business plan. And you don't have like all your ducks in a row is how they're showing it. Like they're showing me ducks, but they're not in a row. Like one's here, one's there, one's there, one there, one there. So I don't think that they get the full idea of what you want to do for this business or whatever your business plan is. And so I'm getting that you may need to revamp your business plan or your proposal. And so that's all they keep showing me is that it's in the way that you presented it. And now they're showing me that scene from the Cosby Show where remember when Vanessa brought Dabness home?
I do.
And nobody knew. Dabness First of all, that name was enough right there, damnness. Bill Cosby was so wrong for calling him damnness. But he said it's like you made a great home cooked meal with roasted potatoes and mushrooms and all that stuff, and you put it on top of a garbage lid and you presented it to me on a garbage lid. Everything you cook may be good, or everything that you're proposing may be good. It's all in the way that you're presenting it to me. So that's
That I remember.
is that your proposal isn't the greatest, or your business plan. And so you just need to revamp that. And they're not even making it seem like it's a lot. It's just there's a little bit of confusion as to what you need to how you need to outline and how you need to move forward. So I'm not getting a hard no, just a revamp your business plan. So that's what I got. Hi, Liz Brewer. Okay, so who's next? Oh wait, did you all finish seashells? Oh yeah, we did the pendulum. Okay. Stephanie Shea. I thought she had a different question. Maybe I was just hoping for a different question. I get it. My bad.
I'm getting stabbing in my ears. I don't know what that means. Shouldn't have said it yet.
I hear a baby crying. As soon as I said, what information do you have for Stephanie? I hear a baby crying. So I'm going to try to unfold what this baby is, if it's your baby or if it's a baby outside of the relationship, because they're now showing me break baby, like Dwayne Wade when he broke up with Gabrielle Union, and then he got that one chick pregnant, they had a break baby. So that's what they're showing it to me. So did you and your person break up, and then there's a baby maybe out of that came as a result? Because I hear a baby crying, and then they're showing me that break baby. So maybe there's a baby that you don't know about, or something about a baby. And then I hear you talking about somebody. They keep using the name David, but I'm assuming David is just a general name. I don't feel like that's the person's name that you're dealing with. But I feel like I hear you saying, well, David this, and well, David that, or well, whoever your person is, you're making this comment about them, and you're not speaking of them in a good light. Like you're not happy about whatever they did, or whatever it is that you're speaking about this person about. So if you're in a relationship or you left a relationship, there is a baby that is going to be born that is not yours, that may be your ex's. So that's what I got thus far, Stephanie. You guys can go ahead.
I'm not picking up on anything other than the stabbing in my ears. I don't know what that is.
Oracle, a tete. It's a lot of people who have this issue. You are worthy, and I don't know how that's ringing true. I don't know the reason for the breakup, or why you all aren't together, or what happened. Um, or if you're in between relationships and you want, but when I pull this, normally it's different reasons, but for you, stop playing small. Like you don't matter, and the other person matters a little bit more. Stop playing small. Be who you are. You are worthy to be present, and you are worthy to be yourself. You don't have to, well, maybe if I'm this way, they'll like me more.
Exactly. While you were saying that, oh, oh, oh.
Not me. Not me.
I knew what you were saying, but initially when I read it, I was like, oh, okay, well now. Oh, but I get it. So, oh, wow. I don't even know how to move forward. Jesus, I forgot my comment.
Yeah,
Everything.
I'm not getting anything. I'm not.
Alicia was saying that she needed to, oh Jesus, praise. Listen, $5 for the chat. Y'all don't even want to know what was said in that chat. Go ahead, Alicia.
Yeah, stop playing small. And then I drew from my New Orleans deck abundance. It's like you want abundance to come into your life, but you're stopping your own abundance. So, what are you speaking? Are you putting it out there to the universe exactly what you want? If that past relationship was not what you thought it would be, what do you want? And are you telling the universe? Are you writing it down? Are you speaking it? Um, are you manifesting it? Because you are worthy of having abundance. And I don't know if this is coming across as you don't think that you deserve, you don't think that you deserve it. I'm not sure if that's the issue. Um, but you are worthy.
I'm also getting that when Alicia was saying you are worthy, I asked how should you move forward, and I got with
Carefully.
ease, but also with relief. And they showed me you pulling off a shirt, but you literally was pulling off a skin. You were shedding a skin and you were developing a new skin. I don't even know that you're in the comments, so this may be all wasted because you may not be paying no attention. So I'm gonna go ahead and move on. Who's next? Because this person isn't making any comments, so they may not even be listening. But I am getting that you need to move on and shed that skin. Your hamster David that got eaten, John Bill Clinton. Just first of all, it's eroded, so I have no sympathy for you. It's circle of life, Bill. Circle of life.
Can y'all see for me if G really does like me? Can you just ask G?
She can't even ask G what his sign is. This is the person who originally asked what is G's sign. I'm getting no. Are you talking to G through an app? I feel like it's a scam. Does G really like Shiloma? And I'm getting a no.
Well, I thought the spirit was about to say, I don't even feel like answering that either.
Not texting. Honey catfish. Stop. Don't even text
They
her.
immediately showed me somebody who's not being proper. Let me tell you this: if
Wait,
you
text
if they
and see each other.
each other.
You see each other, well, I get that. I gotta know this person does not. What was the question that we asked? Does he like her?
Yeah, does he like me?
And I got no. So I'm not exactly sure what y'all doing or how y'all doing it, but I don't get that this person is serious about a relationship with them. I do feel like this person knows that you're financially better off than them and that they can get money from you. So
yes, that's what I'm getting to. He's trying to take advantage of you.
Financially, so no, don't move forward with that. Who's next? Crystal.
Did I meet my twin flame?
Michelle, tell me what you think a twin flame is before I answer that question, because I literally just saw this on TV the other day, and somebody was, on a reading, and she was like, "You guys don't know what a twin flame is. Your twin flame doesn't necessarily mean love. So if you're asking me, did you meet your twin flame? It could be your sister, it could be your cousin, it could be your best friend. A twin flame is just somebody who also shares that loving relationship with you. So it does not mean a romantic person. So when you say twin flame, let me know, Michelle, if you mean you're a romantic twin flame or a twin flame that is just in the true sense of the word twin flame. So let me know what you mean. Did I meet the love of my life, or did I actually meet my twin flame? Because that's different. So let me know.
Oh goodness, we have another one. John, go play with
There
Odiyami.
is somebody who really want to talk to you, so go talk to this person and let them see your darker side, because they really think that they can give you a financial reading with this long, cumbersome name. I hope that is spelled in some different language and that you curse your own self every time you say your name.
Can we block this person? Crystal, you there?
I think Crystal has to do it from
Facebook.
Which means you have to go to their page, but I'm going to just block them on this list. So Miss Michelle, are you here? Can you please tell me, when you say twin flame, do you mean, oh, she said romantic. So no, you did not meet your romantic twin flame. And Spirit is telling me to tell you to research what twin flame is so that you know exactly what you're asking for, because you keep asking them to send you a twin flame, or you keep asking for your twin flame, and you're getting exactly what you're asking for, which is a twin flame. You're not asking for a husband or a romantic partner. You're asking for a twin flame, and you need to know exactly what you're asking for, because they're saying you're getting your twin flame, but you're not getting what you want. What you want is the love of your life or a romantic partner, but what you're getting is a twin flame in the true sense of the word twin flame. So Spirit is telling me to tell you to look up what a twin flame is so that you know exactly what it is before you, so that you can stop asking for it and understand what it is that you really want. So no, the person that you met is not your twin flame, but you do have a twin flame. It's a female, and it's not the person that you think it is, because your twin flame is not what you think it is. So look up the definition of twin flame, and then you'll revamp how you keep asking for a twin flame. Because what you want is a romantic life partner, not a twin flame. You don't even always get to be with your twin flame, so know that. Like, you may not even get to be with your twin flame in this lifetime. So definitely figure out or find out what a twin flame is before you ask again for a twin flame. Like, oh, I want to meet my twin flame. I don't want to meet my twin flame, because sometimes you be tied to a fool, or you be tied to somebody that's just not what you want. So definitely find out if that's what you really, really want. Charlotte, you weren't on the list, so you didn't miss anything. I don't recall you being on. Was Charlotte on the list?
She was.
So.
What Crystal will delete them if they don't answer.
Oh, then where were you at, Charlotte? Were you on somebody else's live? Because if you were, then no, you can't. Take what they said. She said she called you twice. I think it's rude to come on somebody live and then leave. Like, unless you was like attending to something, cooking or something like that, I get it. But and we have the list across the bottom. So either you've been gone for a very long time, or you were on somebody else's live doing somebody else's she said you were a long time ago, honey. We already you way missed that.
Yeah, because she was before Andrea.
Liz said, I'm here. I'm here.
Let me say this, Loma. You asking a bit much. We answered your question. Now you like, can I get this? Can I get that? Where do you think this is? Do you think this is The Price is Right or the Wheel of Fortune? You don't just listen. We answered the question that you asked. If you wanted an oracle card, you should ask for an oracle card first. We're not giving you a long laundry list of things. We're not just going to keep reading you over and over and over because you didn't like the answer that we gave you. We read you. We're going to move on to the next person. You're welcome.
Nice reply, Pam.
Thank you. Y'all don't want to get Pam. Listen, I bet Pam got a dark side too, where she could stab somebody about 47 times and not even blink.
I'm sure she do, from afar. Stab them from afar. You'd be like, why is my chest hurting? Her and Sherry Berry.
Liz Brewer wants a general reading. Okay. Chick.
I just got the Golden Child with Eddie Murphy. I want the knife.
In relation to Liz?
I don't know.
Oh, baby, let's see. Is that your favorite movie, Liz? Like, why is that coming up for you, The Golden Child? Does everybody think that you're the golden child? Like maybe you're your parents or your grandmother's favorite? Is that what there's going on here? Guys, remember to like, share, comment, and subscribe again. Share is the best thing that you can do. Liz, I read your question about and I got, oh my God, I got lost, which is the 5 of cups. So you're feeling like you're upset about something. Girl, I was trying to put this on Alicia's screen and that's why I couldn't see it. Back over here, Angie. But I'm getting that you're worried about something. You're thinking about the past. This is how they show you walking forward, but looking like this. You're thinking about the things that you've lost in your life instead of what you're walking to. It's like, oh, walk to your destiny, but you're thinking about it in the light of the past, so you can't even see where you're going, and you're getting off course because you're not paying attention to where you're going because you're so concerned with everything that you lost or everything that hasn't worked out right. And what Spirit is saying is, if you're going to move forward, then you at least need to be looking the way that you're supposed to be going, or you're going to continue to fall into pitfalls and fall down into situations that are not for your greatest and highest good. So you guys can go ahead.
What was your yeah to, Liz? You just said yeah, but I think Angie asked a few questions.
Refocus on her profession.
The things that she lost, probably.
Now I got pretty good cards, and I think if you start to do that refocus, like I got 6 of Wands, which is recognition. That's success. Recognition could be at your job. I also got 2 of Cups, which is a partnership or relationship. And then I have 7 of Pentacles. So things coming to fruition. Things coming to fruition. Things that you've been asking about or working on coming up.
I did have some more, so hold on. Let me. Partner is a designer too. Designer. Kim, did you go ahead and go?
No, I got the World card. Got the World. So going off of Alycia, feeding off of Alycia with the World card, you pretty much everything is just right there for you. You just have to reach out and grab it.
LNT, are you still on here? If you're still here and you want a question, I remember your question, but it just didn't get pinned. So LMT, if you're still here, you still want your question to be answered, go ahead and put the question back in the chat, and we'll go ahead and answer it. For Liz,
1 second.
oh, go ahead. I'm sorry. Oh, dang, I got the same thing that Kim got, the World card, transition, moving from one time, moving in success, achievement, accomplishment, travel, fulfillment, sense of belonging, and wholesomeness. For me, I always like the World card because, again, it's transitioning from one old state to the new state. But again, even in this card, she's kind of looking back at her whole world, and you need to be moving forward. So this says success, achievement, accomplishment. So these are all things that are looking ahead for you, but you have to focus forward and not on the things that you lost. And so that's what I got for you, the World card again. She got the World card for you. I got the World card for you. So
so maybe that's my cards are after she moves and keep looking forward, then all of that will fall into place. 6 of
listen,
Wands.
I hear my spirit guys saying the same thing they said to me. Just because you don't see it doesn't mean that it's not there. So all the things that I want, they're telling me like it's still there. I just can't see it. It hasn't been revealed to me yet. Because even though I always say, as long as I know what it's going to be, I'll go through as many steps as I want to get there. Like, if I know that at the end of 47 steps, it's going to be a box, then I'm okay with knowing that that's not true, because they've showed me the end result before, and then working to get there still wasn't any better than not knowing what the end result was going to be. So we always say we want to know, or we want to see what it is, but if it's if they're going to show you that this is your house that you're going to move into, but they don't tell you that it's going to be 27 months or it's going to be 13 months or it's going to be this amount of time, you're always anticipating it. And then when it doesn't happen in your time frame, you get discouraged. So think about exactly what you want and how you want to move forward. You said you're ready to move, then mentally decorate your house. Because I've already bought stuff for my meditation room, and I don't even have a meditation room yet. I've already bought stuff. I already know how I want my living room to look. I already know how I want my kitchen to look. I already know how I want my bedroom to look. I already know what I want my husband to, look like. I already know, so I visualize those things. I'm a Pisces, so I'm always daydreaming. I'm always thinking about how I want things to be. And so maybe you just need to see yourself in it. Not I want, but see yourself living there. See yourself getting your keys. Like I've seen them handing me my keys over and over and over. We did a meditation and your spirit guide was supposed to give you a gift. You know what my spirit guide gave me? My keys. So I could shut the hell up and stop asking them when I was going to move. They literally handed me my keys to let me know it's happening, it's happening, it's happening. And so sometimes we just need to see ourselves doing it before it's even happening. Go ahead, Miss Alycia.
Yep. So Page of Pentacles. So new opportunities. I mean, every time I look, it's a good card.
Yeah. So it's coming. And I'm also a Pisces Aquarius. I'm a Pisces Sun and Aquarius rising and a Capricorn moon. So that Aquarius Pisces combo. Look, I got all the last 3 signs of the zodiac sign, so I get it all. Just all of it. Capricorn, Aquarius, and Pisces, just all of it. Okay, so that's LMT's question. General look at my job. So well, can you go ahead and post that, Miss Liz? So good things are coming for you. Focus forward instead of on the things you lack and the things that you want. And then Alycia saw all good things for you, and I saw good things for you to come once you started focusing forward. So there are good things to come. So LMT wants to know a general look at her job. Literally, they showed me as I read that your teeth chattering, you being fearful, and they said, why are you being fearful? Stand in your power of manifestation. Like you literally, every bit of news changes your outlook on how you see your job. And so they're saying you literally have shrunk back and you're literally biting your teeth waiting on the other shoe to drop or waiting for the bomb to be dropped because you think things are going to fall apart. They're saying if those things happen, it's because you're pulling them into your energy, because that's all you're dwelling on is the bad things. So if they happen, don't think that, oh, this is God punishing me. You call those things into your energy because that's all you're dwelling on is that. I wish it was that simple for me because all I think about is a flat stomach. And you think they done gave me a flat stomach? No. All I see is a flat stomach over and over and over again. And they're not trying to give me a flat stomach, but that's all I'm saying. Liz, if the situation there is no good, then you could just move. You can move. You can make you can decide. Like my situation back home wasn't the greatest either, and I had 2 weeks to pack up everything I had and move across the country, and that's what I did. So again, we're not going to give you a pity party here. What we're going to give you is sound information opportunities. So if you want things to change in your life, then you have to see yourself moving forward. Telling me that the situation is bad, that's a fact, but how can you change the situation if you want it to be different? What steps can you take to make it different? Getting a reading isn't going to make your life any better. I only see the energy. I can see,
She said my housing is moving me.
Okay. What does that mean?
I don't know.
Liz, what does that mean?
She's in the UK. So I'm not sure.
My energy goes so low when people start talking about, oh, well, I can't do this and I can't do that. You can do it if that's what you want to do. You listen. If the situation is about money, then get another job. I have 4 jobs, people, because it costs a lot to maintain me. So I pay for things. You know what I'm saying? I have to get another job to pay for things. So you can sit in the light of all the things that you don't have. That's why that lost card came up immediately, is because you're sitting in the light of the things that you've lost. Telling me that they're moving you on medical grounds. You could, like, unless you're physically unable to work and mentally unable to work, you can still get a job. Like a lot of people say, oh, I'm disabled. I work with a lot of disabled people all the time. So saying that you're disabled doesn't mean that you can't work. Again, you're not going to get a pity party here. And if you're going to sit in, every suggestion I give you, you're going to say, oh, no, I can't because of this. Oh, no, I can't because of that. It's pretty bad here. What are you doing to change your situation? Yeah, they're moving you on medical grounds, but what are you doing even mentally? Even mentally, what are you doing to prepare or to make things different mentally? Just are you saying positive things? What is Don's things? I believe in infinite abundance and all my wants and needs are met. Maybe you should just say that every day and then you'll see things start to shift. Maybe you'll see money start to come into your life. One of the other meditations that I listen to every night is that about money flowing to me like a river, because repeatedly I hear this person saying, I'm attracted to money. They said every time I inhale, I attract money. Do you know how many times I inhale in a day, and every time I inhale, I attract money? That is stuck in my brain because that's what I listen to every single day. All my subconscious hears is every time I inhale, I attract money. So that means that money is coming to me all day, all 24/7, because I'm breathing, I'm inhaling, I'm exhaling. Every time I inhale, I attract money. So you need to find, no, not necessarily just meditate, because people think meditation is just, you need to find something that reprograms your mind. And sometimes it's just listening to a video. There's a site called You Are Creators, and his is just meditations, but his is just repeating the same thing over. You are worthy, you are great, you are amazing, you are beautiful, you are capable. And it's just that over and over and over. So imagine, instead of looking at the news, you listen to that 4 hours a day. You get ready to go to bed, you put your headphones on, you let that meditation play over and over and over and over and over. So all night, your subconscious, all they heard was, you're beautiful, you're capable, you're strong, you're resilient, you are, money flows to you like a river, you are this 145 pounds, you release your fat cells over and over and over. This is all your mind is inundated with over and over and over and over. Every morning when I wake up, there's a new perspective on life, because this is all I heard every single night. I wake up refreshed, I wake up well rested, and I wake up believing that I am capable of doing whatever it is that I want, even reversing my medical condition. If you have a medical condition, you could will yourself back to health. Look up information like that. Of all the things on the internet you can look up, you could be looking up different ways where you can mentally heal yourself. There are so many videos on how people willed themselves back to health, how people listen to, and just saw themselves healthy and willed themselves back to health, or change their disabilities, or people who were told that they couldn't walk, then now they can't walk, or they can run, or they competing. If you want to change your life, then you have to will them things to yourself. That's all I'm saying. So I wish you the best. So who's next? There you go. That's a good meditation if it helps you. You're going on a quantum course? Okay, if that's what you need, praise the Lord. Can we put LMT's question back up so we can get back to that? And then you could go first, Alicia, on LMT.
What was that question?
I found it. A general look at her job. What's going on with her job?
Okay, I can stop typing now. I was typing in the private chat for y'all.
Oh, I saw some of it.
When I said general, oh, go ahead. I'm sorry.
Go ahead, Kim.
I immediately got layoffs, but you're going to be okay. Like layoffs are coming, but
she already knows about the layoffs. She's wondering if she's going to be like she saw it. It's a big company. It's a national company, so it's national that this is happening. And so her worry is that she's going to be one of the people that is going to get laid off.
Oh, okay.
And see, when Kim said she's going to be okay, then I heard she's making herself nervous.
I all of a sudden smell salad. So either I want a salad or I just smell salad. Like I'm about to go in here and make myself a nice big salad with ham and bacon bits and sunflower seeds and pecans and cranberries and French dressing. Is that healthy?
Hell no.
That's the problem. Black people think because it's a salad, it's healthy.
Listen, first of all, what on that is not healthy?
French dressing.
The dressing.
French dressing got a lot of sugar. You think I'm just? Let me tell you this. You think I'm just about to eat it dry? Listen, at least eat it dry. All them vegetables that listen, y'all so 5 cups right now. All them vegetables and all that good food I put on there, and all y'all concentrating on is the vegetables. I mean, all y'all
the bacon bits. Bacon bits ain't good for you. 5 cups right it's now. A lot of saturated fat. The ham, what kind of ham? Is it processed ham? Is it lunch meat ham or is it real ham?
No, I have a pig outside. I killed it and and I cured it myself and I'm putting it.
Okay, well, that's fine. Because lunch meat ham is a carcinogen, and a lot of people don't know that. All lunch meat is carcinogens.
There's carcinogens in the air that I breathe. I'm gonna die.
That is true. That is true.
And I've decided that I'm gonna die happy. I'm gonna die probably eating a pork chop. Like I'm not. I'm about to have it. I'm having ham and bacon, and so y'all know 2 kinds of pigs.
As I'm telling you, that your food ain't healthy.
Lettuce, people. That's all I'm trying to say. I'm having lettuce, sunflower seeds.
Sitting here with chicken and yellow rice and bread, no vegetables.
Pecans and tomatoes on there. None of y'all didn't concentrate on none of that. All y'all heard was
you said, is that healthy? When I said no, you said what's not healthy. So I told you what's not healthy.
She's talking about that's carbs. Meat don't have carbs. Like they have 1 gram of carb. That's not carbs. Lettuce, it take me more grams to chew that than any benefit I'm about to get out of it. The rest of it is sunflower seeds and pecans. Like what kind of carbs is that? I think that you just making that up, Crystal, in the background. You don't even know what a carb is.
She said she's talking about my kids. Yeah, there's a lot of carbs.
I take all that anger back, Crystal.
I can tell you how to eat. I didn't say I eat that way. Sorry.
Listen. Let me tell you this. If you want me to eat better, give me more sex. I will eat lettuce every day if you give me more sex. I'm not giving up everything. If I ain't having no sex, then I'm eating everything I want to eat.
Right.
It's just easy. Balance, people. It's balance. Balance, people. I just need balance. You give me more sex, and I eat healthy. You ain't taking everything for me. So you think I'm not supposed to drink? I'm not supposed to eat the things that I wanted, and I can't have no sex? Listen, that's 3 bad things.
Sex release endorphins. Sex is good for you.
Exactly.
You need to be having tons of sex.
More sex, and I'll eat more. I'll eat less candy. I'll make that compromise. I don't even have a problem with that. Penis or peanut or candy. Just. Alexis, you can join if the ladies aren't too tired. We've been on for 2.5. First of all, we didn't even finish LMT, so
3 hours. 3
We've
hours.
It's been almost 3.5 hours.
3.5 hours. So
And look at Keena coming
I'm here
late to the
talking some,
party.
hey, y'all, after you abandoned us. Let me tell you this. Tina and my other sister went to an event and didn't even invite me. Can I say that? That's pretty.
That's not nice, Keena.
Exactly.
That's not nice.
Exactly. So she skipped out to be with my other sister and not even invite me. That's all I'm saying. Watch her come back with a smart, snappy comment. Mr. Clinton, Angie needs tickets. Kim wants a ticket. Angie doesn't. I don't know that Mr. Bill Clinton
Thanks, Pam.
has a whole baby leg. He might be like a newborn leg. I need a whole baby leg, like a big leg. He might have a, you know what I'm saying? Just
Pam just throwing me under the bus. Can I get my ticket? Then Angie can go.
Have you ever done that, Angie? I'd be like, "What? You want to thumb wrestle?"
That's a good
I'm
one.
just about to start telling them to pull it out. Well, let me see what you working with. Like, oh, okay, then maybe we can talk because you ain't gonna be short. And like, Jazz was like, "Oh, them short people be having big dick energy." Let me tell you, then you got to pull it out and let me see it. I need to see that that's exactly what you have because I don't know.
That energy is Napoleon complex energy.
Exactly. I need to see it. Just we grown. Just let me. Oh, okay. No, sir. Good night.
Oh, LMT. Here we go.
My bad. My bad. Soon as she put that filthy thing up, you know that we are all off topic.
Oh, you know it.
So you said that she was in her head. I got the layoffs, and I didn't know that your job was having layoffs, but I got the layoffs. But you'll be okay. Immediately, I got that.
I got stuck. She feeling stuck. So I mean, does she want to stay there? Because she feeling stuck, and then I got new opportunities coming.
Keena, I'm having a ball, but Angie got mad at me because I told her salad wasn't healthy. She ain't like that answer, so she wanted another reading.
Keena, all I'm saying is they was so 5 of cups. I mentioned all those good things, and then here they come out. Well, you put French dressing on it. I mean, what that?
Ain't nobody say nothing about her salad until she said what's not healthy about it. And then when I told her she ain't like the reading, she wanted another reading.
The tomato, the sunflower seeds, the pecans. You know what I'm saying? All that stuff, and all y'all heard was dressing.
No, she said ham, bacon bits, French dressing.
You know what?
What's in those cranberries?
I ain't even gonna have that now. I'm going to have some cake. How about that? You discouraged me totally. Now I'm having cake.
If that's what makes you happy, I love you. I just want you to be happy. But don't get mad when you ask a question and I answer it.
I didn't even ask y'all if that was healthy. Y'all was just like, that's not healthy. Y'all so low vibration
Hit
right
the
now.
replay. Hit the replay.
Y'all so low vibration. Pam, I wish I could have nothing but case when they close on Sundays here. I guess they need to see the Lord, or maybe they need to re-up on the flower or something on the weekend. But
them in the day going Chick-fil-A need to get it together. People need to work on Sundays.
So this is the question that I asked LMT. Is LMT going to lose her job at blank during this round of layoffs? And I gotta know. Alicia might have got a yes. I don't know. You gotta know.
It started doing yes, but once you finished the question, it started saying no.
So I got no that you not going to like there are going to be major changes and there are going to be drastic cuts, but they are necessary. They're showing it to me at the way that you prune a tree, like how you have to get in and get the old foliage, like the old dead leaves off and the old heavy weight off so that it could make room for new growth. And so I'm getting that. I do hear San Francisco a lot, that maybe you'll be there a little bit more often than you'll be. You are worried about your home. I do hear that you'll get another year lease on your home, so don't worry about that. Financially, I hear that you'll be fine. And then I also get, I did the pendulum and it said you will survive this round of layoffs, that there won't be a problem. But again, there are new opportunities, but I think there are new opportunities within where you are be open to moving around in there and not just staying where you are. What is the best case scenario for you within this organization, and where would you like to go, or how would you like to move around, and try something different. Don't be afraid to get out of your comfort zone is what I'm getting.
And maybe that stuck feeling is the feeling, not necessarily like stuck in her position, but like she know this is coming. How can I explain it? It's kind of like seeing a slow train wreck. Like you know it's gonna happen, but it's nothing. You're stuck because it's absolutely nothing like you can do about it.
And so what you says, you feel like your team is going to change. Your team is going to change, and you're going to be the leader of the team. Your fear is that you're going to have to take over a train wreck, and they're saying you may actually have to take over a train wreck. I am getting that your team is going to change, and you're going to have more of a leadership role in that train wreck as you feel that it is. So be ready to step up and make those changes. But you're going to be compensated well for it. It is going to happen during a downtime. And it's just basically pruning, cutting off dead weight. So I don't get that there's going to be any issues. One of her main concerns is about her housing. So do you guys get anything about her housing or her lease on her place, or moving forward financially?
I got the Nine of Pentacles.
Oh, that's good. Oh,
yes, I think you're going to be fine financially. You're going to be fine with your housing. You're going to be fine with your job. I think you're like Alycia said, you're stuck in your head and you're worrying and creating scenarios that's not going to happen.
They're taking me back to go ahead, because I can remember this. Go ahead.
Okay, I just asked, will she be losing her housing? Pendizzle said no.
And then I got goddamn. Oh, they gave me that one thing that Joyce Myers used to say: worry is a down payment on a problem that may never occur. You know what I'm saying? You're worrying about something that may never occur. Yep. You spend all this time worrying about something that may not even happen, and you've wasted all your time worrying about something. And then they're showing me the story of the dude from Elevation Church. I can't think, Stephen Furtick, and he says, "What if?" Like he used to worry, like his dad would get sick. What if my dad dies? What if it happens? And he says, what if he does die? Then what? You still have to move on with your life. What if it does happen? How will you get up tomorrow? So if it happens, what if? What if it does happen? Then what? You just move on. You keep going forward. That's what you have to do. You can't sit in the dread of it or the anticipation of making it happen. So you have to believe positively that you'll be fine and that you're ready to take that leadership role. Again, see yourself moving up the mountain, like making it to the next level. And so that's what they're saying is be prepared to move forward. Right. Your loyalty is like, you can't have loyalty to the people because like, oh, I'm replacing this person. That's not my choice. It's not like I was trying to take her job. They thought that this person was doing another job, so they're putting me in her place or they're moving me up or however it is. But you still have the choice to decide whether you want to take this opportunity that they're going to give you, because they're going to present another opportunity to you. By December, I hear that you're going to be presented with another opportunity for advancement, and you decide if you want to do that or if you want to stay back. But think of it not in your fear and not in you being afraid to move up a level, but in, is this a good opportunity for me in the long run? So that's what I got. And I think that was our last person on the list. So if there's no more questions and there's nobody else in here who wants a reading, then we can go ahead and call it a day. Did you love it today, Kim? Was it good?
I did. But but the lack of communication from the people we were reading was a little disappointing.
It was like I feel like y'all are all like I literally felt like I was a judge giving you your sentence and you're just waiting like don't say anything because she'll make the sentence more harsh. Like
Oh,
this is fun. This
what's her
is free. This is for healing.
name?
Oh,
Alexis.
Alexis, come on, tell us your thing.
I think she said general. Alexis, I know you probably have a specific question. Come on now.
Please ask a specific question.
Please ask that specific
So ask
question.
your question, Alexis, and you'll be the last one, and then we're gonna go. But I do feel like we were like handing out sentences, like you guys were so, oh my God, what are they gonna say? How are they gonna tell me good news? And like you can't base all of your life decisions off of a reading. You have to have some kind of insight on how you feel about a situation. And I know how addictive it is because I listen to readings every single day. I hope that there'll be a nugget of information in there, and my spirit people just be looking at me like this. They just be looking at me like you just don't listen, do you? And so I am
Remember,
learning.
you have free will. We can
You
tell you, hey, you're gonna win the lottery. But if you didn't buy a ticket,
how are you gonna win?
You gotta play to win. That's what they always say. You gotta play to win.
so my thing is, did Alexis ask your kid
My
about
weird stalking situation.
I want to go back to the general question.
Okay. So was somebody
Energy.
stalking you?
Hey, where's y'all finding these people that is stalking y'all? I can't get somebody to be like to call
Me back.
Listen, give your person my number. He can stalk me because we will talk. Listen, I will drive this person insane talking to them. They'll be like, hey, who is this crazy woman that you gave my number to? Give your stalker my number. We could be cool. We could talk all day.
Can you tell me
Pam
about
wants a love reading, Pam. I will give you a
Can you tell me about my weird stalking situation?
Vanessa, did we do Vanessa? Did she ask a question? Maybe she was just in the
I think
chat.
she was last week. Was Vanessa
okay.
last week? She said yes, a crazy group of females.
Listen, y'all have way too much drama in y'all life. I just don't understand how y'all be like, oh, this person is giving me trouble. Listen, maybe you need to make friends with your phone company, AT&T,
Wait a minute.
T-Mobile, Verizon.
So it's a group of females stalking you?
For what?
Can you block them?
Is it regarding somebody that you're dating? Like maybe you're dating somebody that one of them used to date, and so they're checking your social media to see what you're doing. This is I'm getting that you need a call to be a little bit more private. You don't need to put everything online if that's what is happening.
Alexis, are you over 18? Oh Lord, shut up, Alexa. I said Alexis, and my Alexa went crazy.
And when you say that they're stalking you, like, be clear on the words that you're using because you said stalking. Like, are these people who are just, in your social media? Because if that's your definition of stalking, I may be a stalker because I be on people's pages like, let me see what they see. Let me see what's going on here. Like, is that what's really going on? These people are stalking you, or they're just reading your social media comments and you're playing into it by posting little you're saying stuff to them, but not to them. You're posting general posts, but you're causing drama because of what you're posting. Like, oh, these bitches think that I'm blah, 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 but I never go fail. You know how you really meaning that to somebody, but you're not saying it to somebody, or, oh, they thought they was going to get me, but they didn't get me, but you're not really saying it to who you should be saying it to. You're saying it to the general public and hoping that they're reading it. So is that the situation of drama that you're going to, and they're reading your comments online? Because stalking means that somebody is actively contacting you that you don't want to be contacted by. They're following you.
Showing up at your job.
But you know what? I'm getting that it's not like this is another person that's creating the situation in their head. Like it's like they're making it more than what it is. Alexis is.
Yeah, I just don't get negative energy of a whole bunch of like I get that you're egging it on a little bit. Like again, you guys do know that we're psychic. I get that you're egging it on a little bit. And I'm getting the 7 of Wands. That's what popped out. And 7 of Wands is kind of like standing your ground and overcoming sevens. 7 of Wands. I always see the 7 of Wands of standing your ground and being strong, standing into it. Like you've had a victory, now stand your ground. But I feel like you're feeding into whatever the situation is yourself. That's how they're giving it to me. Is that
She said they want to harass me.
Like, how old are you? How old are these
wait, they're
girls?
making comments on your page. You know you don't have to have a social media page. You can just shut that down. You don't have to have a social media page. Or you can get another page, or you could just move on. Like, how are they watching you? Because you can just easily block. Like a lot of y'all say y'all have drama that y'all feed into. As old as I am, I've never had people that are the only drama I had on my page was when two people I mutually knew, we were co-workers. They ended up not being friends. And then they came on my page with the drama. I addressed both of them separately and I never had another issue. I don't have that kind of drama online. So I feel like a lot of this you're feeding into a little bit and you're actually giving them more fuel to the fire. And I feel like it has to do with a guy. Does any of this have to do with a guy? This is petty stuff that is beneath you and that you need to move on from.
Right. And if they hacked your phone, it's a cyber crime. Get the police involved because y'all are young. This is immature stuff.
What did they do to hack your phone? Like they guessed your password? Like when you say hack your phone, what did that mean? Like they went in and stole your money? What do you mean by hacked your phone? I'm not getting that you are actually
wait, so they did, she said yes. So they did steal money.
Because so did you report this as a crime? Because the things that you're asking me about, you need law enforcement. You don't need me.
Yeah.
You need law enforcement. You need someone to step in. So if this is really truly being as much of a problem as you said it is law enforcement involved? Have you contacted the law and say, hey, they stole my money, they did this? Is this a group of people that you were friends with and then now you're not friends and so you guys are being catty behind the scenes? Because I don't get any real hostility. I don't get any real drama. I don't get any real negative energy. I get that this is a petty girl fight. Like this is some behind the scenes. Oh, like I literally am getting like a high school. Like they're showing me the walls of a high school and the lockers in a high school, and this is just a lot of gossip. And it seems to be over a guy, and that you are really just acting a fool online for no reason, and that you are too old to be doing this. That's literally what I'm getting for spirit. And I don't know you personally, I don't know these people personally, but that's the way spirit is giving it to me. Like they're showing me the halls of a high school and the lockers. And this is just, oh, did you see that she was going out with Doug? Did you see that Doug was texting me last night? Blah, blah, blah. This is a whole bunch of gossip and petty girl stuff that you, if you really wanted this to be over, it would be over. I've never had a situation in my life where I've had to, a group of people was just talking junk about me and it was just ruining my life. Okay, then, I mean, there are so many different ways you could go. Block this person, get a new phone, go to your phone company and tell them this is what's happening, go to the police. So if you've not done any of those things and you're not trying to end the situation, you're just feeding into it. So if you really truly want it to be over, then you need to take the steps forward to make it be over and stop. And if it is about a guy, move on. Honey, you're 25. You probably won't even remember that person. The person I was with 25 is worse right now. And move on. Over her ex. Okay, yeah. Move on, honey. Don't even feed into it. Don't respond. Usually, if you give a clown a show, he go perform. You know what I'm saying? You're going to give them a platform to perform on. Every time they make a comment on your page, you're going to say something. Every time they make a comment on your page, block, report, harassment. I will report somebody in a minute. Harassment, block. Those are all the things you can do to get these people off of you and show them that this is what they're doing. If you wanted this to be over, it would be over, honey. You're in a situation that you don't even need to. You're too grown for this. You're too pretty for this. And this is beneath you. This is clearly beneath you is what Spirit is saying to me. This is definitely beneath you and you need to move on. So that's what I got for you. Does anybody else have anything else for Miss Alexa? All right. Hello, Unique Beauty. If that's it, then we're done. The troll, guys, you can just report that person if you see them. If they make a comment, just report them for harassment, for solicitation, for block, for whatever. You can go ahead and report them. You don't have to report them to me, because that means that I have to get off of here, get on Facebook, and block that person. And if you see them, then you can go ahead and do it yourself. You don't have to continuously tell me about it. But I do thank you for telling me. Just report them. I would appreciate it if you would just report them. Thank you, Miss Julie. Good night, John, Bill, Clinton. You were late. We are on at 3 o'clock promptly. You need to be here 3 o'clock on Sunday to be in the chat. Don't be late. Good night, Miss Linda. Have a great day. See you next week, Miss Linda.
Yeah.
Sorry, Alicia. Yeah, my bad.
Huh?
I said, see you next week, Miss Linda. And I said, sorry, Alicia and Kim, that y'all not going to be here. But Alicia going to be busy anyway.
Oh.
I'm not going to be here next week. Y'all kick me out?
No, next
week. Will be here. No, we meant next weekend as in.
No, it's 2 weeks.
2 weeks. Oh, my bad. My bad. Thank you, Miss Julie, for letting me know. And it does pop up in the chat, but there's nothing I could do over here but block them. And I don't think Crystal doing her job. I think Crystal just gave us on.
No, she been blocking people.
Oh, well, good job, Crystal.
Blocking people. So the Sunday after Thanksgiving, are we just gonna take the whole week off?
No, I'll be here the Sunday after Thanksgiving, and if Don is available, I'll be here the Wednesday before Thanksgiving.
Kim, I get Crystal. You got to take your bonnet off because I'm gonna be driving from Michigan to North Carolina. So
I was about to say.
Sunday.
I can't be the only one out there.
Amanda, we were giving free readings, but we just finished. We've been on 3 hours and 44 minutes. So if you're subscribed, then it'll give you a alert every time we go live. So make sure you like, share, comment, and subscribe. Probably the best way to catch us is on YouTube. My YouTube is A5say. So that's probably the best way to find us and to get on here. So
this Pam going off.
Oh, wait, Pam done cuss somebody else out.
Yeah.
I love when Pam get on there and just cuss them out. Tomorrow, Shauna will be back in the morning with tea time at
10.
Okay. 10 a.m. Mountain Eastern time. Oh, she be on 10 o'clock Eastern time?
She's on the East Coast.
She in Florida?
So that's 8 a.m. Mountain Standard Time, and then y'all figure it out on y'all way. All I know is Eastern Time and Mountain Standard Time. Y'all figure out the in-betweens. Miss Shauna will be back on in the morning. Naturally, wait, what is it?
Naturally Divine Goddess.
Naturally Divine Goddess on YouTube, Facebook, and Twitch. Me and Don will be back Wednesday. If you didn't sign up for class, send your emails to advice@Sonora Mystic Tarot, and we will be having class Tuesday. We have a good time Tuesday. Oh, there you go, to join class. And so we will be back on Tuesday for class, 6 o'clock Mountain Standard Time, 6 p.m. Mountain Standard Time. Go ahead, Alicia, and tell them what that is. Your time?
8
p.m. Eastern time at 7 p.m. Central time, which is
Crystal is in Central in Minnesota.
Listen, just like, share, comment, and subscribe, and you'll know about the lives. And then the other one, just send your email, and Don will send it to you. We had a good time tonight. I hope you all enjoyed it. Again, share. Oh, this is a comment I wanted to make, because when we got off a line yesterday, a lot of y'all don't share, and I think it's because y'all don't want people to know that y'all get psychic readings. Like, seriously, people, like, you'll come on here and ask my advice, but you're not gonna share the thing. Like, if your friends and family don't agree with you, or you're ashamed to let people know that you need psychic readings, then maybe you shouldn't be coming on here getting psychic readings. Like, a lot of people don't share the
Come on out the closet.
live because they don't want people to know that they're getting live readings. But I mean, go ahead and share it. It's okay. Let people know. That's Bill Clinton. I don't know if you really did share. And I'm scared of your friends, Bill Clinton. They might be a whole bunch of crazy people. Like, I don't know. Unique Beauties are my son more. Oh, I'm sorry. Unique Beauty, love and light to you, and sending healing energy to you regarding the memorial for your son. And I hope that everything moves forward for you in a better light. I do see healing for you, like you're starting to get over that grieving hump. You're starting to think about your future without your child. Out of what?
Everything.
You're welcome. Thank you, Miss Linda. Thank you, John Bill Clinton. Thank you all who are on here for coming in. Again, like, share, comment, subscribe. See you all next week. And get ready for Turkey Day. Look, guys, do your stretches so you can eat that whole turkey. You know what? You know, I'm about to just shut Crystal out. She gonna tell me I gotta stop talking. The people like to talk. All right, guys, we're out. Have a good night because we're almost at the 4-hour mark.
Yeah.